Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. My name is Dogface Calderon, aka Dogface TV. I want to welcome y'all to another edition, to a special episode of the YouTube streets. And I want to tell y'all that if you ain't never ever tuned in to the YouTube streets before, I need y'all to like, share, and subscribe this episode, especially because we finna get busy. We finna get
share right now.
Y'all need to share this shit. Tell a friend that we finna get busy. I need everybody to be on the lookout for hoe ass niggas, because the bitch ass niggas, ever since I dropped my Rock Cobain interview, I done made niggas mad again. They got their panties in a bunch and they sending the LGBTQ. Just how to harass dog. And here's what's up, though.
They own you.
Where you at, Henny? Come on up in here, Henny. Send Henny that link. Cause we need you, Henny. Bring your ass.
Come on, Henny.
You need to officially introduce you to Baby Doll too. Come on up in here, Henny. I'm gonna send you the link right now, Henny.
Send it to her, Juice. Send it to her, Aunt.
All right.
Baby Doll, what's the word with you? Baby Doll so raw in the building.
Shit, chilling. Just cooked this big dinner today. Happy holidays to everybody out there. Happy Labor Day.
It's a holiday?
There she go.
Where the holiday at?
It is.
Huh?
Yeah, it's a Labor Day.
What holiday?
What holiday?
Labor Day.
Labor Day? What?
It's Labor Day.
I don't know nothing about that.
I got time for y'all.
Hey, Baby Doll.
What?
Don't come up here with them white man holidays.
Oh, okay, excuse me, y'all. Sorry. Take that back. No happy holidays.
No, and listen, I want to welcome everybody to YouTube streets. Baby Doll cooked a big dinner, and she don't like to not be appreciated for her dinner because she worked hard.
I worked hard on this one.
Okay, now so listen, we've introduced a new logo. Did y'all see the new logo or no?
Yeah, I love it. It's dope.
I think it.
It's dope.
So this
It's on my cover right now.
Hey, where you at, Henny?
Fuller, I think she backstage.
Where's she at?
She ain't backstage.
It says she is, but I can't see her.
Pull it up some.
No, she'll be on.
Don't mind Dogface. He got new toys and shit.
New toys, bro. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
And he don't know how to work it yet.
Henny,
it say she in the stream with the audio.
Hey, Henny.
What?
What you mean? What kind of new shit you doing?
I ain't doing no new shit. That's you.
It say you in the stream with the audio only.
Nah, now me and you gonna have to fight. Wait a minute, I'll be right back.
Right.
That's what's up.
Doggy got to figure this out.
No, StreamYard got some new shit going. Hey, listen, I need to show everybody the new logo. Hold on. Let me pull this joint up.
That ain't our new logo.
They gonna give us.
Not that. Come on. Not that. Where you at, Henny?
That's you. That ain't me.
How? What do you mean? How is me?
It's something you doing, or somehow you got your screen situated.
My screen situated. Let me see.
See, that's why. I ain't. Hey, Juice. Hey, Boogie. Hey, Baby Doll.
Hey.
I ain't messing with you.
Hey, I don't have my regular equipment.
Negro, I told you Wednesday and Saturday, and you just been ignoring the hell out of me.
No. I've been traveling
and traveling my ass.
So, Henny, are you put your YouTube on here? Can you add YouTube?
I am on YouTube. What are you talking about?
I don't see your YouTube up here. I see 1, 2, 3, 4. I see 4 YouTube.
It's about add the stream.
I can't bring myself on the screen. You have to do it.
Stream to your audience.
It says that you on here audio only.
That's
what
on
it
you.
said.
She saying it's on your end. She just joined. It ain't pulling her up.
Let me see. How do I?
What's
How
the
do I
topic
get
for
through
tonight?
this shit, man? Y'all, I don't.
Dog face fucking up.
I don't know, bro. Okay. Camera layout, number 5, say layout. Let me see what we got going on here. So Henny is on here, but I don't know how. Somebody said dog face. Everybody hit the like button, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. So Henny is in the building. Can you see yourself on your YouTube, Henny?
No.
You say what?
No.
No.
She not in the panel.
But how can we hear her voice if she's not in the panel?
You
Just
gotta
the
mess
audio?
with the camera angles. The little box that got the little people in the little boxes on it. You gotta mess with that.
The what? You don't know shit about that.
You see the box is in the front. It got little people in it, like 1, 2, and 3. 3 different. You see what it's people.
Yeah, I see this. But when I add
Get this nigga
right
a tutorial.
when I add this, it probably everybody pop up right here. Whoever on stage probably pop up. Whoever on stage probably pop up right there. You see that? Whoever
You
joined
did something. You had to configure something because guess what?
Okay.
I'm
here.
here.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. I think I got it. Okay. Henny, guest. Do I download some shit? What the fuck is this? No, Henny is a guest. Auto. No, automatically. I don't motherfucking know. Everybody in here can see 5 people on stage. Boogie, Juice, Baby Doll with the eyebrows. Baby Doll with the eyebrow thing on. And Henny. I don't know why we can't see you. I don't know why we can't, but you on here.
Ain't nobody gonna stay on here if I ain't here from my side. You know that.
I need you to log out and log back in.
I need you to get your shit together.
Man, I'm trying to figure this shit out. Hold on. Guest destination. I don't know what the fuck going on here. Henny. Everybody else on here though. It's a YouTube street panel. Y'all know that although I'm kind of smart, I'm not necessarily technologically sound. You feel what I'm saying? Can y'all feel me?
We feel you.
So we hope Henny come back on here.
Little bit.
But I don't know what the fuck I done did. I don't got a clue. Let's see what she. Oh, she popped back on here. Let's see. Boom.
It says you're in the stream with audio only. It's something you doing.
I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Add people.
Go to your settings.
My settings. Okay, I'm at settings. Orientation able while live. What?
You gotta look for what you are allowing in the stream.
I'm allowing everything. All kind of debauchery.
And I've already allowed.
Guests must be authenticated. Guest bids. Remember, guests can stream by their own destination. Yes, you can. Guest sounds enter. Guests must authenticate. Yep. Guest upgrade stream. Ensure your guests are ready to go live. I don't motherfucking know what the fuck is going on here. We got layouts right here. Layout, everything clicked on. Crop layout, guess. Don't know what the fuck going on. Camera. I don't know what the fuck. Okay, we go here. So landscape can't fuck with while we all here automatically. Dark mode, full resident. I don't motherfucking know. I don't motherfucking know. I don't know what the fuck is going on. But Henny is in the YouTube streets up here. Henny, you live?
Yes, she
Yes,
does.
Oh, I gotta turn my camera on.
What just happened? I knew that wasn't me. I knew that wasn't me.
That's some bullshit. Cause I
No,
ain't never had to
you
turn
just
my
did some
camera
shit.
on before.
You
Where's
just
the noise
did, Henny.
gossip?
Turn your camera back
You just
on.
did
I
shit.
don't
You was
want
in
to
there.
turn my camera back on, Boogie.
What? What are you talking about? Well, hey, Boogie, now you see? Now you see what she just did? Now
He
come
was
on
in
now.
there.
Now, you see that?
Wait the fuck a minute, bro. So we going through
Look,
all
he
this
said, wait
shit,
a
Henny, it's
minute.
on you.
First of all, I never have to have my camera on before, and y'all know that.
Well, and listen, I'm using the new computer. I have an
I'm still on your side. I'm still on your side, Henny. Fuck these
Thank
niggas.
you.
That's
That's right.
How you gonna be on her
Don't worry
side?
about it.
Together.
How you gonna be on her side? We just spent 10 minutes and people in the dog pound saying, I need to take a goddamn class.
Sure.
Cause when you be getting on Boogie, I be riding with Boogie. I be on Boogie's side.
I'm glad y'all can't see my face right now.
Right.
Look at this nigga to my right. Hey, listen,
You gotta watch the Boogie.
we don't have time for this. Turn your camera on, girl.
You can hear me, right?
Hey, Dogface Boogie on his QCP shit.
Oh no. Hey, Henny.
What?
Henny, baby down so raw. Baby down so raw. Henny.
Nice to meet you, Henny.
Hey, girl.
Now you saw what she just did.
Ain't no you saw what you know, because you always want to peep with me anyway. Now let my other page up here and drop this one down.
All right, I let up. Now what? We still can't see you. Now what
Good.
we did? Come on, bro. You see this shit? This is what I'm talking about. Okay, so listen.
Just run the show.
Since the last time we assembled in the YouTube street, a lot has happened. Y'all getting the
Somebody
echo?
got it on their phone.
Who got that's Henny. Hey, Henny. Henny, you don't hear with that bullshit thing.
Okay, I'm here. All right, I'm gonna stop.
Camera on. Turn your camera on. That's why I can't stand New York niggas, bro. This is the reason why we don't fuck with New Yorkers, bro. Turn your camera on.
Oh, I see how you giving it up tonight. All right.
We wait for the camera to come on. Because I knew that wasn't me. And here y'all go thinking the dog face doesn't know what he's doing.
You didn't know. You still don't know.
You already admitted you did.
Hey, they tell my
That's
Dogface
right.
need to take a course on how to work this computer.
Yeah, but they said. I asked about that. And I ain't did shit. So listen.
That's good. You already messed up. You admitted you couldn't.
Well, I don't know. I'm working with a whole. I'm on an Omen gaming. I never use this bitch for nothing except I don't even game, so I never used it for shit, but except to send emails. So that's how we assembled. There's a lot happening. Nothing more significant, and nothing more important than Young Thug's jail. He was in jail during the YSL trial for the entire time for almost 2 years. His phone logs were released to they weren't released to the general public. They were leaked. Yeah, they were leaked. So we're trying to figure out. First of all, let's figure this out. How? See, what it is she's trying to put Henny is in the building. Say hi to the people, Henny.
Hey y'all.
Because
hey, everybody except Dogface.
You know the Henny gang. The Henny gang is particular about how we treat her and how we handle her. And she is kind of gaslight me.
I ain't got
and you know you gotta handle her with care, nigga.
That's right.
I got you, Henny.
I got you too.
Hey, Boogie.
Huh?
You ain't seen Henny in 2 months, bro. She got 4 YouTube channels. She got 4 YouTube channels. We little people to her.
How you wait a minute? How you keeping count on how many channels I got? You watching me?
Hey, listen. Yes, I am.
I follow them all.
Yeah, watch that money get to popping up in that goddamn chat.
Well, then okay, so then you know that I also am on Twitch, Rumble, and Kick.
You feel me?
You want a cookie? You want a cookie?
No, I want a bag. I want a bag.
Do you want a cookie though?
Get to the show.
first.
Get to the show.
Okay, let's get to the show. Let's get to the show. Now, let's talk about this because in my mind, this whole YSL, we thought that we had put this YSL shit to bed. And that's what I thought. I thought that what we had was just the aftermath of Thug not getting along with Gunna and all of that jazz, right? All of Thug's jail calls, not all of them, but the ones where he specifically was talking about other A-list celebrities, stars, and people of import have been released and are continuously being released to the public now. Who has access to his jail calls, and who has the power? Who has the power to get his jail calls, the recorded jail calls, and give them to somebody to release in the public? Who got that kind of power?
The prosecutor. The prosecutor of their case, what's her name? Fanny. Fanny getting her get back. Thank you, Vanessa.
I don't think it's Fanny. I don't think it's Fanny.
I was told
I think it's up there, but I don't think it's
buy
Fanny.
it. They can buy it in Georgia.
I don't know about that, Henny, because when it comes to jail calls, the people who have access to the jail calls are the prosecutors and the lawyers. And I don't even know if the lawyers have access to them, except that they come up as evidence of something that they're saying that the person who admitted, or some crime that was carried out using the phone. I don't know that even the lawyers have access to their jail clients' phone logs, recorded phone logs.
Well, that's what someone told me.
No, I think that's
they
all.
Said it, I repeated it.
That's all prosecution and the sheriff and the head sheriff of that county jail. Them who got the authorizations of that.
And I think it was the prosecutor, because didn't he just have an incident with her?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he has
the police. Them turnkeys can't just get them calls or none of that. You feel me? That is federal. You know what I'm saying? So that got to come from a prosecution getting a warrant from a judge to get them to make the sheriff release them calls, because the sheriff is in control over them phones in them county jails. That's the sheriff's department.
Well, we're talking about the South too, so it really don't even matter about all of that. All you got to do is know somebody that knows somebody and be cool with them and grease a palm or two, and boom.
But for all them calls,
it's always somebody sitting there listening to the calls.
No, but so we so first of all, we're dealing with millionaire celebrities. Somebody wanted those calls to be released, and not all of them. But the calls that are most damaging and most exposing of Thug and his friends, because we don't have, because he made thousands of hours of phone calls. The only thing that's being released to the public is the phone calls when he's talking about somebody in a negative way. So somebody went through all of his calls with people and are just released. They ain't releasing the shit with him and his mama. They ain't releasing the shit with him and his sister. They're releasing the shit with him, with 21 Savage, him with Mariah the Scientist, and they're releasing parts of the phone conversations where he's talking about people of high-ranking celebrity. So somebody is picking and choosing what portion of the phone calls they want to release that are going to be most damaging and most embarrassing to him and to the people he's talking about. That's somebody of power and consequence to do that.
And that you very well know, dealing with the law, you know that's prosecution style there. You feel me? Ain't nobody else getting no authorization to go through the nitpick through them phone calls like that and pull out what they want, the most damaging stuff to certain individuals. That came from a prosecution and they team saying all his calls was to be forwarded to us so we could monitor his calls. You feel me?
So listen, Beer Gang is saying AI. So let's get to this AI thing. So, Young Thug has not said that that's not him. He didn't say these things
Thank
in
you.
AI. He's not.
Oh,
He
his
never
lawyer.
said that. His lawyer never said that. He never said that. He's made several posts going back and forth with several people. He's never once said that wasn't me. That
He
was
said he
AI.
made a mistake, didn't he? He said he made a mistake.
Yeah, he said he made a mistake, said all kind of shit. But
So
never
that
once-
mean that what? So that mean he admitted that was him. He ain't say that's no AI. He admitted that's him.
But he also didn't expect it to see the light of day because he also told them not to tell the world what he was telling them. For them to
That's
keep
what
it
he was
and
saying.
gave them his phone number.
Right there. See, that's what they missing that part. Who get a phone number to the officers of the law? That's a street nigga. You
No
feel
damn
me?
body.
all right.
Telling
So
them
listen,
Who-
I want to.
No, listen. Who tell for a fucking bologna sandwich?
Not-
Man, he could have asked for something else.
Hold on, not just that.
He
Look
could
at-
have asked for something else. Now, come
look
on.
at the year. Look at the year he did that, and he gave him his number. So y'all think they never called upon him to get some information? They just
Of course
took his
they did.
number
Of
and
course
then
they did.
used it.
So watch this, right? So for all those people, I have the YouTube streets is the shit. I'm telling y'all, we get everything for y'all. So for everybody who's saying that's not Doug, that's AI, we have the first ever hip hop AI reporter who works for the YouTube streets by the name of Crystal Thoughts, and she has something to say. Let her rip, Crystal.
In breaking news, the shit has hit the fan in the world of hip hop, and once again, the city of Atlanta and its superstar artists are right in the center of all the doo-doo. Somehow, someway, Young Thug's jailhouse phone calls has been leaked to the public, and it's been nothing less than shocking to say the least. We're even fucked up about it in the world of AI has. Some people are suggesting that these recordings were created by AI. Let me be the first. AI-generated hip-hop reported to break the bad news to the YouTube streets. That's Young Thug on the recordings. Don't try to put his rat snitch, Lil Woody, 6 to 9 behavior on AI. Fuck that. We didn't have shit to do with that. And Wack 100. Stop acting like a hoe. Pull your skirt down and man up. How in the fuck are you gone? Try to defend Young Thug at first, and then get mad at Pee Wee Roscoe, and then switch up. That means that your initial attempts to defend Young Thug was all cap. And that, my friend, lets the whole world know that you can't be trusted on no level. So go have a seat in the back with the rest of the dummies. You bitch-made broke-ass nigga.
Now, listen, that was Crystal Thoughts of the YouTube streets. What y'all think about that?
She dead on the money.
We got everything for y'all
She
over
on
here.
point.
We got
She on
everything for
point.
y'all.
She sure sounds similar to somebody we know.
Mhm. Mhm.
What you trying to say?
You trained her well, is what I'm trying to say.
That's exclusive B. That ain't none of me. That ain't none of me doing that shit. Hey, listen. So we know. I believe that the prosecution and law enforcement of the city of Atlanta, or just the hip hop police in general, I think that they are trying to do everything in their power to discredit Young Thug and everybody else in the hip hop community they can, by exposing to the whole world that these people are not as flawless or as cool or as cavalier as y'all think they are. I think that somebody from on high is trying to do everything in their power to discredit these guys and to expose to the world these guys ain't who they say they is. That's the only thing that makes sense to me. What say you, baby doll?
You said what? Who? I didn't hear you, Dogface. Did you hear me?
Yes, I said that I believe that law enforcement, specifically the city of Atlanta, is doing everything in their power to release every negative thing they possibly can about these entertainers who people have placed on pedestals, because that's the only thing that makes sense. Who has access to a prisoner's jail call? That's not no average, regular rank and file employee. That's not no turnkey walking up and down the rock, making sure niggas ain't in there getting their ass kicked down the motherfucking flight of stairs. That's somebody on high. It takes a motherfucking warrant to secure those recordings.
I feel the same way with the what you were saying, like they trying to discredit his name because he did get off with that whole shit. He did get out off of it, and they really wanted to smash his ass for real, but they couldn't get him that way. So if somebody higher up really did release those, somebody that don't give a fuck about him, that's mad that he didn't get locked up for that shit. You know what I'm saying? He just got he got off, but he was in jail for the longest, wasn't he?
He was in jail for about 2 years.
I think what's transpiring is this. Gunna wanted to get off that motherfucking label. Whatever Jews Gunna done got with that got that bag, they want to make sure he get off that label. They want Thug to release him. So the only way Thug was go, because that's Thug bread and honey. He wasn't go just release Gunna. So what they got to do, they got to slime the slime. You feel me? So what they doing is they doing damage control right now. Since he was trying to say he was going use everything against Gunna and control Gunna and try to destroy Gunna, they putting money behind Gunna, but they need Gunna to get out that contract. So they got to destroy Thug all the way. They squashing him like the 48 Laws of Power said, the Art of War said. You feel me? Completely destroy your opponent. So what better way to destroy him? He had too much control over all them Atlanta boys, even Lil Durk, all them boys that's down there in Atlanta. Thug had say so over them. You feel me? So what they had to do is discredit Thug amongst the world. You feel me? So that's gonna make Lil Baby and them have to bag the fuck up off him because it's in the spotlight now. It ain't behind closed doors. This shit's been put on the front line. And they exposing how he really think about everybody else. See, Thug thought he was above the program. You feel me? And he overplayed his motherfucking hand. You know what I'm saying? Trying to throw his motherfucking weight around and use his influence over the people that got love for him. 21 Savage, Lil Baby, all them. But 21 Savage was giving him the best advice. But at the end of the day, you see Thug influence, just like old boy and them was saying, Mondo and them was saying. Thug know how to manipulate motherfuckers to go the way he wanted to go. 21 Savage gave him the best sound advice. Let Gunna live. Stop trying to destroy Gunna. Put him on there, but then he go tell him, charge him 75%, 80% of all his earnings to save face. All them boys on some slime ball shit. Who the fuck go work to give up 80% of what they make? You feel me? So that shows. See, whoever doing this want to destroy all of their relationship. Is divide and conquer. So now they about to make all them look at each other sideways, slide in there, pull Gunna out of there, and keep making that money with Gunna. Gunna is the breadwinner. Without Gunna, the rest of them niggas ain't got no motherfucking lyrics. Lil Baby sound like trash, flat the fuck out. Look at Thug, trash. You feel me? They jealous of Gunna. Gunna never professed to be no motherfucking real gang banging, no real street nigga. He don't rap about that shit like that. You feel me? He rap hood stories and rap to the female. And then he write them niggas all that gangster shit. That's why they shit was banging. So that's what they really mad about Gunna. They need Gunna, but they mad at Gunna in the same voice. They want to squeeze Gunna because Gunna ain't with that. So they had to really lay out the thing. Them Jews had to really go in, dig deep, spend that money with the prosecutor. Fanny, they knew Fanny was mad at Thug. Hey, dig Fanny, what you got on him? And she pulled out all them conversations and let them go over that. And they started giving them the Seti Nash and all them other boys to start dropping that shit.
There's no way you can convince me that the release of those phone calls. And this is a person who's a stumped down millionaire. You know, he was on the phone every day, all day for 2 years. Yeah. There's literally thousands of hours. So why we know for a fact that while he was talking on the phone, they were listening to him, and they were specifically recording and stockpiling and cataloging anything that he said. See, listen, they're not even exposing criminal conversations.
Right.
They're exposing. And that's how you know how we know that it is somebody who's trying to use this information to destroy him in the public's eye is because they're not re-indicting him for talking about some type of crime on these recordings.
Mhm.
They are strategically releasing recordings where he's talking about somebody of great importance. And it can only be for one reason, to destroy him in the public eye. Period. Simple as that. That's
Listen,
the one.
listen,
And number
listen.
two, when you said that that Thug had too much control. He didn't really have control over Gunna in terms of the longevity of him signing it because Gunna only had one more album. He dropped the album. He had a 3-album deal. In the recordings, you can hear Thug talking about it was originally a 5-album deal. But because they were cool, this is before they even got locked up, he dropped it from 5 albums to 3 albums. When Gunna here, he dropped the album before he got locked up. He dropped the album since he been home, and he just dropped the last one. That was his obligation right there. So Gunna was gonna go anyway. I want to know what y'all think about Thug's approach in terms of how he attacked Gunna to begin with. If you were Thug, would you have attacked Gunna like he did by constantly berating him and by constantly trying to expose the fact that he was a snitch because he admitted that YSL was a gang? And
you asking us if we was Thug?
Yeah.
No, hell no, because the thing is, only Thug know what he really be doing behind closed doors. So why the fuck would you be out there trying to expose another motherfucker out as a rat and you've been working with them motherfucking people? Eventually, you should know somebody go pull you out that motherfucking closet. So you should want to stay far as way as possible for any rat subjects when you a motherfucking rat your motherfucking self, master splinter ass nigga with a dress on. They letting the nigga run around with a dress and the AK dictate how they move around and make judgments for as gangster judgment. How this nigga a full-fledged gangster and he run around with dresses and skirts on for real? Why?
I never thought a nigga that wear a dress wouldn't tell though. I never looked at it like that.
There you go.
You see what I'm saying? So it's not shocking to me. And this shit on some real shit, I think it's on a bigger scale that Young Thug can't even control. I think them audios getting released is just playing into a bigger thing, like to make it cool, like the LGBT community, the gay shit. Nah, it's time for the snitching shit. Young Thug ain't finna take no fall in the public eye. The masses is not street niggas. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So what we looking at and where we coming from, yeah, we this big. So we looking at it talking our shit, but the masses, he not gonna fall off. He gonna get bigger than the rest of them motherfuckers just got. Because everybody that just told got money.
Right.
He already been getting money. He finna get more money.
More money.
His music ain't been hitting like he think. And I think behind the scenes, they like, hey, push that button because them niggas telling getting money. And he ain't generating enough money.
But see the difference is the difference is with Thug telling and the rest of them other niggas who got money, 6ix9ine and all them, they didn't destroy no powerful, they didn't go behind no powerful people back talking about them behind their back. See, he went behind too many powerful people back. They gonna shut doors for him. They not gonna open them doors. He not that powerful, and his music not that good. You feel me? So what he did was talking that shit about P, talking that shit about Rallo and them, talking, you know what I'm saying? He went to talking about all these people behind their back that got influence over the industry. See, it ain't about the public. The public ain't got nothing.
He only talked about one strong guy, and that's P. He only brought up one person that got influence over with the industry, and that's P. The rest of them niggas he named do not got no influence like that. But they just rappers.
But the thing is, that's all it took for him to talk about P. P got the most influence, and then he got Scooter behind him. Thug is done with the South. If he can't get on in the South, where he go get on that? So
but he also mentioned Stunner too.
Right, he mentioned Stunner. I was about to get to that. Yeah, he mentioned Stunner. You feel me? So them boys gonna shut all them executive doors. They about to shut all them doors. They not about to let him eat. because they need him to release that strength, that power. That's why they revealed he talking about all them different individuals, because they need them South guys for themselves. They don't want Thug to have no say so no more. That's what this is about, to release his power in the South. He don't have influence over Detroit, Chicago, or none of that. He got his power right there in the South. So that's what they was doing. They releasing the dogs on him to pull out everything he done said about motherfuckers. The thing is, they ain't released, like Dogface said, they ain't released his criminal activity over that phone. They releasing all the shady shit he's saying behind closed doors about individuals. You feel me? So,
and who he's saying it to as well.
Exactly.
That's major. It's major. It's major because listen, it's like a three-pronged attack. We're going to expose him as a chatty patty ass nigga, as a nigga who's a gossiper, who can't be trusted, who's always got his mind wrapped around somebody else's business, right? So that makes him untrustworthy in the eyes of hip hop. And we know in the world of entertainment, if you can't be trusted, and if you talking on a motherfucker business like that, that's the first thing that you shunned. That's number one. Number two, Number two, you. It seems as if everything that you're saying is based on some type of over hyper emotional shit that really has nothing to do with you, right? And then it's all. And number three is you're exposing how disingenuous this nigga is, because this nigga said one thing publicly about QCP that was negative. You got pictures of him with QCP just prior to him getting indicted. The shit that QCP told on is 10 years old. So all along, when you look at what QCP said, I can't believe that motherfuckers who I looked out for, motherfuckers whose lives I've changed, are talking about me and let niggas talk about me. So right there, don't forget QCP is a whole ass nigga. But he's a whole ass nigga with power and influence. And don't forget his best buddy is the TDE nigga out of LA and Chris Brown manager, Ant Wilson. And so the general public, like somebody mentioned earlier, man, motherfuckers don't give a fuck no nigga. The general consumers of hip hop, the only people who give a fuck about somebody telling is black people. The rest of the world don't give a fuck about that shit at all. We put the emphasis on if you snitch, if you rat, you're no good. But the rest of the world don't look at that shit and they don't subscribe to how we think about shit. They don't give a fuck about what our. Go ahead.
Finish your thought.
They don't give a. The general consumers of hip hop, the majority of them are Caucasian or other, right? The Caucasians don't look at a lot of shit like we look at it. Caucasians don't look at snitching, by and large, like we look at it. Like if you do it, we throw you away. You're no good. They don't look at it like that. They don't give a fuck. Caucasians also don't look at child molestation and rape like we look at it. Black child molestation and rape like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? On the surface. Underneath is all kind of freak ass shit going on. But on the surface, we shun niggas like that. White people, they don't give a fuck if Uncle Tommy touched Lil Bobby.
That's a fact.
What I was gonna say was, Thug was out here playing checkers and not knowing that somebody was going to play chess against him, because he was banking on taking Gunna down at a street level. Even though what you just said is correct, he was still banking on, I'm going to put a snitch jacket. The snitch jacket is on him and we're going to ride this out, and he won't be able. I noticed his last album. He won't be able to go nowhere. Ain't nobody going to deal with him. Ain't nobody going to listen to his music. Well, Gunna's album did better than what anybody thought it would with him coming out. And as far as what's happening with Thug, it's just a Uno reverse, except now the Uno reverse then came back on you and it's shutting the doors on you. So you thought you was going to take Gunna from the streets and they taking the industry from you. He's not going to be able to go anywhere, not just the South. Because I do agree with you, Juice. The South is where he has his stronghold in. These are his ties. That's where he come from. But he's not even going to be able to go anywhere else and go work with nobody. Nobody's going to want to work with you when you sitting up there talking shit about them on a jail call. And not only that, the only person he would probably be able to run to is a Wack 100. And you already know what he out here doing. He going to put him on the blade, basically. because that's what he said he do. He said people get into a jam, they come to him, and they get in. He keeps them in that pocket. Whatever it is that they need, he makes sure he's able to provide, and he keeps them in his pocket so that he can always be able to pull that card out when he needs it. So, yeah, he done backed himself into a major corner. And the only reason why I said that is because look who was the biggest mouth out here involved speaking on this. Him, Wack.
Mm-hmm. You even had 6ix9ine. You had 6ix9ine, the Rat Pack leader, chime in on it, calling Thug out on this. He
told before 6ix9ine. Listen, he told before 6ix9ine.
Right, and it ain't even
the day he told. It was before 6ix9ine told.
But I think it's more. The telling part ain't even the most vicious thing he did. The things he said about individuals that he supposed to be cool with. See, that's the part y'all miss. He pretend in their face like they all buddy and cool, but then in private conversations, he throwing them under the bus and saying how much suckers they are for real, what he really think about them. See, niggas ain't about to be locking in with him. Oh, nigga, that's what you think you playing me, nigga? You using me? You manipulating me? You feel me? He exposed way too much about the snake, the real snake in him. You feel me? He was trying to go out his way not to let Gunna eat and fucked up his own stuff. See, they say be careful of the grave you dig. You feel me? The holes you dig. You digging one for somebody, you gonna be digging out, and you might be the one falling in that motherfucker. Like he did.
Facts, like he was making a label. Thug was making a label think that it was him. That was the reason why Gunna was sweet, making him think that it was all him. And then when he was locked up and Gunna out here doing his thing without this nigga, it's like, okay, yeah, now you look stupid as fuck. Now we know you a lie because you locked up and Gunna out here really doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? So
after you try to blackball him.
So Young Thug is just he's a true to the heart fucking hater. You know what I'm saying? Like he just a jealous hearted ass bitch ass nigga in real life.
I agree with Baby Doll wholeheartedly and Henny. I agree with everybody wholeheartedly. And let me add this, right? He's contradicting himself as he's trying to explain himself. So every time we turn the corner, there's something new being released. Every time Thug tries to run behind or explain something away, something being released every day that destroys the justification that he's attempting to make about whatever it is he said. So listen, you want to destroy it. We have recordings where he's saying, I want to destroy him. I don't want him to get a penny. I don't want him to get no pussy. I don't want him to get one red cent, right? How smart is that when he's your artist?
And that's what 21 was saying to him. Like, that's your artist. You know what I'm saying? So you getting ready to try to overstep him and buy streams and do all of this other stuff. But in the end, you shortchanging yourself because he's still under contract with you with this album.
Right.
Goofy.
Right. And that's number one.
But that's emotions. That's that emotional gangster shit.
Yeah, the gangster shit, Kenny. The gangster
gangster about Young Thug.
If y'all listen to what 21 Savage said, and this stuck out to me, he said to Thug, he say, you know, when we get money in this game, you know it ain't no morals. That stuck out. That nigga say it ain't no morals.
And that's what
Thug was like, you're right. I'm like, damn.
So that lets you know they'll do anything for the money. That's why that motherfucker's wearing dresses and skirts. You see what I'm saying? They done sold they soul for real. It's about the money. So if he put on a skirt, what do you do? What else do you do for that money? You feel me?
Facts.
Or has he already done for that money? You know what I found real, like, to me, while I was watching, you know, Rilo and all of them on that live, I'm sitting there and I'm listening, and it's crazy because we all was like, it's over. 6ix9ine is a snitch. But when a rat get up here and start talking some real nigga shit and make sense about the selective politicking that's going on out here, that's when you know the streets already been in trouble. They're gone now. The streets we all knew, they don't exist anymore because the way that people are sitting back, oh, we got to think and analyzing and we ain't never did all of that before. You got in that interrogation room, you ran your mouth, especially running your mouth on stuff that don't have nothing to do with you. And the biggest part of it all is giving away your phone number. Nigga, use a rat, use a snitch. There's no coming back from that. But now people are contemplating, well, he didn't say this and he didn't say. No. We heard what we heard. There's no way around.
And it was don't tell the world.
Right. Don't tell the world is the biggest part of it all. Aside from you got the giving them your phone number, the don't tell the world, and then everything that you were saying that comes after that. So there is no need to sit back and think and analyze. And I don't give a damn how much you like a person. And I could tell you like this, when 6ix9ine came out with Gummo and Kiki and all of that, that sound, it was bumping everywhere. It was on the radio stations in New York. It was bumping out of cars. They was playing it at the concerts during the intermissions and everything. Soon as this came out, everything stopped. Nobody was listening to him. Nobody was bumping him. Nobody was thinking. He said what he said. Now, he did admit that he did do what he do at the same time. He didn't duck the corner and say he ain't do it. But once that came out, it was over for him. Why are there debates going on about whether or not Thugger snitched? He did.
I'm gonna tell you why.
Simple as that.
The reason why is because of the amount of genuine influence that Thug had outside of the actual music business. 6ix9ine's influence extended only as far as the 9 Trays?
9 Trays.
Right? So his influence was his backing. Young Thug was intimately Young Thug's power and his influence was intimately interwoven in the streets of Atlanta through that blood shit, through all that gang.
I wasn't comparing. I'm just saying the culture. Like if we go back 7 years, because that's when it happened, 2018, right? That's when he went away. 7 years later, we sitting here having debates, and it's not just about Thug. It's about anybody that's labeled a snitch nowadays. It's always got to be some type of debate and people ignoring the facts of what's in front of your face.
Hey, Henny, it's only a debate. Like, for example, let's use this QCP thing as an example. Now, everybody in the world knows that I had multiple run-ins with Wack 100 on Clubhouse, on YouTube, even in phone conversation
on the phone,
where in which it was talked about. Listen, let me. Where is this at? Let me run this down.
Hold on, while you about to run this, I hope you getting ready to run them 11 or 12 new rules that he called himself making up. Yeah, but it's Boogie, you don't know. It's diabolical. It's diabolical.
Boogie heard him.
How you making up rules for the streets and you denounce the streets and you talk shit about anybody that's in the streets, but you gonna call yourself making rules for the street and you ain't no street person? You roll the beautiful being footage because I got a lot to say. You know I got
listen. This was a phone conversation between Wack 100, Loose Cannon, and myself. This is about a year ago. Wack reached out to me through Loose Cannon because I had criticized him, or I had gotten straight about the whole 4-2 Doug. Now I exposed the fact that he was trying to instigate a situation or to reignite a problem between 4-2 Doug and Offset. And during this conversation, which lasted 2 hours, he admitted that the reason why he jumped on 4-2 Doug back again was because Offset asked him to. So in this conversation, before we even got into the whole 4-2 Doug situation, Wack tried to correct me. I want you guys to listen to what Wack said about harboring rats. Listen to this.
Hold on. You a street nigga, right?
Let me tell you what the issue was.
No rats, Face.
I'm gonna tell you what the issue was. Here's the issue. Now, wait a minute. Okay. You got to be careful about what you just said. Now, and Luce, you still on here? You still on here, Luce?
We don't harbor no rats.
Is Luce Cannon still on his phone?
I'm listening.
Okay, so listen. So watch this. Now, wait a minute. Listen, that's the foundation of the next part of what we talk about. If you say we don't harbor no rats, what the fuck is you doing hanging around QCP and you know he done told on everybody except Abraham Lincoln?
I don't know none of that.
Oh shit.
I don't know that.
He don't never know nothing.
Shit, you should have asked him how how he harboring 6ix9ine. Shit.
I asked him that. I asked him
You
that.
know what? He said he'll work with anybody. It don't matter. When people were saying, "Oh, you gonna go work with a rat," he said that don't have nothing to do with getting money.
Well, we know.
So how
That
he
is
set the
lame.
rules?
So listen.
What
Who
a
set the
lame ass
rules?
nigga.
So listen. So let's get this shit straight. In the city of Detroit, some of the biggest black business owners, the ones who own the largest clubs, the ones who own a lot of the restaurants, the hip spots that everybody going to, a lot of them are rats, or a lot of their bottom line investors, top investors, are rats. For example, Arnold Boyd. You know who Arnold Boyd is? Arnold Boyd was like the money man. He was a money man. He was a fixer for BMF. He was also a primary witness in the BMF indictment. Arnold Boyd is one of the richest men in the city of Detroit. The ABC school bus that the kids ride to school on. Who do you think owned it? Arnold Boyd. Some of the largest clubs in the city of Detroit. Who do you think own? I don't give a fuck who running them. Who do you think own the physical buildings? Arnold Boyd. Go Google the name Arnold Boyd and type in BMF. And it will tell you he was a star witness in the prosecution of BMF. He was one of the main witnesses to help bring the BMF empire down to his knees. So I'm only saying this in reference to what people are saying about people working with rats. Man, motherfuckers don't give a fuck about no nigga rat. If a nigga can give you what you want, niggas ignore that shit. They don't give a fuck about that. They can care less about motherfuckers who are in business. Listen, I know somebody, and I won't say his name, but he's a club owner. He called me because he knows that I give sound, reasonable advice. And he ran something past me. I think this motherfucker say. I didn't say their name, but since you did, fucking put it up there. Right? Right. He called me and he said, hey, dog face, I want you to tell me what you would do in a situation like this. Let's just say if you needed some investment capital to start a restaurant chain or a club chain, and there was a guy who was a multi-millionaire, and he believed in your vision, and he believed it could work, and he had the money to put behind you. Would you take that investment? And I said, hell yeah, I would take it. If the guys helped me realize my dream, you have the terms of the right, yeah, I would take it. He said, what if this guy was a rat? I said, what you mean a rat? He said, a snitch. I said, do everybody know it? He said, yeah, the whole world know it. This nigga made headline news snitching. I say, well, is the business about some criminal shit or is it about some legit? No, it's all legit. It's all legit. Ain't no criminal shit. I ain't trying to sell dope with the nigga. I ain't trying to bust no jug with the nigga. I'm on some legit business shit, and he has some legit business capital that he wants to believe in me. Would you work with him, or do you think I should work with him, even though he get that rat jacket on his past? And I said, man, I couldn't do it because of the nature of who I am. If I was to do it and once it comes out that I did it, I wouldn't want to do it. But if I did do it, once it came out that I did it, people are going to judge me because the law in the streets is you don't supposed to fuck with nobody. It's easy for motherfuckers to say, oh, I'm a civilian now. That's what QCP is saying. I'm a civilian now, so therefore, I don't subscribe to the street culture. I ain't with that shit. I'm a civilian now.
But see, motherfuckers got to ask him when he say that, was you a civilian when old boy robbed y'all, shot you and killed your man? Was you a civilian during that deal?
No.
See, what I'm hearing is that was a drug deal went wrong. Dog robbed them and shot them up and killed this man, and then he told on that guy. So you wasn't no civilian when you ratted. You can't rat on the motherfucker then say, nah, I'm a civilian now. Because you told you was a fucking rat. That's what the fuck you are, a rich rat, nigga.
Yeah, but that's what's going on now. What's going on now?
First off, he made a civilian arrest for the police when he scoped the dude that killed his homie. He held him at gunpoint till the police got there. He called the police like, hey, that nigga here at the mall. I'm scared for my life.
Well, he had told on him.
Ran down on him, told him get on the ground, huh?
But he told on him before that. When he shot him, he told on him. They was already looking for him. So that's why he
for sure. He seen him at the mall and made a citizen's arrest.
Right.
A citizen's arrest is crazy work.
That's some nasty work, ain't it? That's nasty work.
Yeah, but
that shit sound like a joke, don't it?
How you doing a citizen arrest on a motherfucker that shot you in a drug deal?
Right.
That might go wrong.
That makes sense.
It might go wrong, and it did go wrong when he tried that shit at the next mall. Because dog went to his car, got that jammy, and came back in and chased him around the mall trying to flame his ass. The dog was
straight up.
Yeah, of course. Listen, so just to get you this straight, QCP, Pierre Thomas, is not a civilian. Pierre Thomas is not a civilian in a traditional, from a street perspective. He was not Mr. Jenkins looking out the window and just witnessed a crime and decided to tell. QCP was involved in every aspect of the street life, and his association was all street niggas who was in the street shaking bags and getting money. That was his association. He was not no green leaf Ivy League nigga who went to the military and came home and decided to get to the music business. He was a stump down street nigga. What happened is that things didn't go in his favor, and the motherfucker who he wasn't $300 million P when this happened. Quality Control had just started. They hadn't even had the Migos hadn't even popped yet when this happened. So we're not talking about QCP right now. We're talking about P 10, 12, 15 years ago. He wasn't who he is right now. He wasn't a big behemoth or Mr. Important in the music business. There was no Migos, there was no City Girls, there was no Yachty, none of that when this shooting / murder happened.
No, he was baller blocking Pierre then.
Yeah, that's what he was.
I wonder how he drew down on old boy. Like, freeze! APD, get the fuck on the ground.
Hey, your food. So listen. So my question is this: so they're releasing every day. We hear more and more content. We hear more and more pieces of his jail phone calls, and he's talking about everybody. My question: I have a sidebar question. What does this do for Mariah the scientist's reputation inside the entertainment business? Because he's going against some pretty powerful people when he's talking about the QCPs of the world. And don't forget, QCP's partner is Coach K. Coach K is a pretty powerful person. Don't forget
Birdman.
You got Birdman and whatever. We got Bird Brain, not Birdman. We have Bird Brain right over there, right? So you have QCP's best friend is Ant Wilson, Monica's husband, who's also Chris Brown's manager. Then he's also best buddies with 50 Cent. He's also best buddies with TDE out of Kendrick Lamar camp. So what position does this put Mariah the scientist in?
Shit, in a dark hole.
A compromising position. Because it go turn out is you go get a gig with us, or you go keep rolling with that ham over there. You feel me?
That's gonna come with a compromise. If you want to be over here with us, you're gonna have to do XYZ. That's gonna come with a compromise.
How long
with all 30 of them?
How long do you think she's gonna be loyal to the whole Young Thug campaign? Or do you because she wants to be a A-list star. She's craving and yearning for that long before she ever met Thug. So I have another question. Did being Thug's girlfriend enhance or help her career anyway? Does it matter that she was Young Thug's girlfriend? It's not like they did duets together.
Yeah, I don't think it. I think everything she did was really whatever was offered. I don't think the Thug situation really help her. I think they pay attention on the media, but they ain't listening to her music. Like her being with Thug, I don't think nobody listening to her music still.
No, her being with Thug go make sure there ain't nobody go listen to it now, because it's gonna come with, like I say.
Oh no, that's for sure.
Right, you still fucking with dog. You feel me? All that shit he been saying, who go trust that?
She gonna end up with a deal like Cassie.
All right.
Come on here with that motherfucking women bashing ass shit.
Women bashing, you got a lot of nerve, sir.
Hey, listen,
You got a lot of nerve.
I'm not gonna allow you to come on here and disrespect that black woman like that.
I didn't disrespect her.
You
Disrespect her.
She
The things that was being done to her was disrespectful. That was light compared to what she was going through.
And she liked it. And she was making the phone calls to line it up.
Now, see, I can't go with that.
But then acting like it was just happening to her for no reason. She liked that shit. That shit crazy.
Right.
And they even said that her husband knew about it. He was in on a couple of them.
He wasn't in on none of them.
I got a question for y'all.
So he wasn't.
I got a question for y'all. Sorry,
no, what happened was he was hired to be her trainer, and they started dealing with each other in the midst of him being her trainer and all of that. So yeah, that's why I be looking. I'm like, a lot of people be twisting up a lot of stuff, but I was right there in that courtroom listening to everything every day. So no, but I've also seen a lot of evidence that a lot of people aren't talking about because it's lucrative to be pro Diddy right now as a content creator. So for me, I'm not saying he did all of it, but he did a lot of it. Okay. He did a lot of it. They didn't find him guilty, in my humble opinion, because they didn't want to give him a RICO. But the evidence of the trafficking and all of that stuff, it was there. The evidence of the abuse that they used as force, it was physical force. That's what violence, propensity for criminal violence. They weren't categorizing it as domestic violence in itself. So that's how that was able to even come in, because that was categorized as force by a way of keeping her there, the blackmailing of threatening to show videos of things. And I mean, like I said, a lot of people don't talk about it, but she admitted on the stand she was with it until she wasn't. Same thing with Jane, with it until she wasn't. And when she wasn't, that's when it became a horse of a whole different color. But I mean, like I said, that's why you got to be careful what you agree to do and how far you willing to go. Because what you allow a person to start doing, when you try to stop it, they ain't always going to want to stop.
Right.
So
this girl could end up in one of those situations where it's a 10-album deal and ain't no album coming out, but you being smutted out behind the scenes. I'm just saying, she run across the right one.
Right.
Like all behind thug shit.
Like Boogie.
Huh? What?
Say like Boogie.
Run across me? Man, I ain't slutting nobody, yo. I'm a nice guy.
Hey, Boogie. Hey, listen. Hey,
Boogie, you got a dark side.
Yes, he does. Yes,
that's why I started
that's
off
racist.
with
That's racist. Hey, Boogie, why she say you got dark side and dark skin? That's some racist.
That is not what I don't go there. You know what? Nah.
That's some
no,
white
see
skin
how
shit.
you do? See that's some real nigga
hey,
shit right there.
What type of shit is this?
Hey, Jew.
I got a dark side.
Where at?
Deep inside. I got a dark side inside.
Hey, listen. So do you think that Young Thug has the power and influence? Because he said, well, the only reason why Gunna's album went number one, the one he released prior to the one right now, is because he paid $50,000 on streaming, streams and shit like that. So Thug, and so these conversations were not just yesterday. These conversations took place over the last couple of years. Thug is really not the sharpest tool in the shed. How he got to the top of the totem pole in Atlanta's gang music culture, I'll never know. But we all know that people who want to be stars, who want to be involved with stars, who want to be next to stars, we know that those people, they will compromise their integrity. They will compromise their souls just to be in a relationship or just to be in close proximity with somebody who they believe can help them get to where they want to be. So do you think that Thug has enough power right now, or prior to all this coming out? You think that Thug had enough power to stop Gunna from being Gunna, being successful in the music business?
I think before this phone conversation, it was a possibility, and the reason I say that is because he had all the top artists under his control, as far as Lil Baby, 21 Savage, Lil Durk. You know what I'm saying? So with having access to all them, Stunner, he had a lot of influence where he could have manipulated his friendship to get people to ride against Gunna. I don't know if he could have stopped him, but he could have put a bunch of bumps in his road for him. You feel me?
That's true, but I have to say I agree, and then I also disagree because the way music works now, all Gunna got to do is shoot a couple videos, put it up on YouTube, throw his stuff up on Apple Music himself, and you've cut out the middleman. And he has a fan base, so his fan base will sustain him through that. So I don't think he would have been able to stop him. I agree, it would have probably made it could have been a little bit more difficult, but I don't think that he would have been able to stop him, because if he could, his album wouldn't have did what it did when he came out, when he dropped that album after he snitched. You know what I'm saying?
Let me say this, Henny, and I want to bring this to everybody's attention on the panel. So audio came out yesterday with Thug saying that, hey, buddy, your album wasn't really land like that. You weren't really that hot. I spent $50,000 on YouTube streams and bots for you. Why would you do that when at the same time you are we now know that you're telling everybody from Lil Durk to 21 Savage to Lil Baby to anybody else who you have influence over not to fuck with him? Why would you spend money to pump up the album to make it like to make it go number one? But at the same time, nigga, you telling the people who can also help enhance that to not fuck with him. And one more thing, you saying that you spent $50,000 to help pump up his numbers. What the fuck that had to do with him selling out State Farm Arena? What the fuck that had to do with him selling out the Barclays Center in fucking New York City?
Right.
Madison Square Garden in New York City. He sold out in Detroit.
But I think he, like you said, Dogface, I think he just capping saying that shit for the simple fact $50,000 ain't enough money to spread around to stop a nigga flow on a Gunna scale. He would have had to spend way more money to get ahead of the weekend, to blow past the weekend, and use 50,000. You're not using 50,000 to blow past the weekend. You feel me? You would have to grease more palms than that. You feel me? So I think
he got a machine behind him.
That's what I'm saying. So he had to be on.
I agree.
I think Thug do a lot of capping too.
Facts.
Yeah,
I do too. But he said that. He said that because he said there were times when he didn't even have the money, and Gunna didn't know it, and he was still putting money out. So there was cap. That's cap right there. Instead of saying, I don't believe that. Now, if he did do that, then I'm gonna play devil's advocate. If he did do it and he was trying to shut him out from anyone else working with him, then it was just a selfish move for him to be able to utilize him as a tool to line his own pockets. But the way he was talking on that phone with 21, I don't see that even being the case, because he wasn't trying to hear nothing that 21 was saying to him when it came down to still moving business with this, because whatever you do against him is gonna hurt you. He wasn't trying to hear that. So I don't think he put that money out behind him. And I also agree with you. That's not enough money to move the needle on anything when you look at who he was going up against in them charts. No. And the proof is in the pudding with him selling out arenas. You don't sell out arenas when all of your stuff is bought by bots. Right. You sell out arenas when you have a fan base.
Exactly.
Right.
So he trying to make himself look bigger than he is to 21 Savage. You know what I'm saying? Like he had more power than he got. But he do got Lear Coin and Kevin Lyles behind him, which I don't know how big of an effect they're playing it, because the simple fact is this: they making money off all them other boys too. So is Thugger worth? Is Thugger making them enough money to want them to shut down somebody like one of them? I don't think so. I don't think Thug was bringing in that
liability. He's a liability right now. He's a liability. So I don't think so. Maybe a little on down the road, but he's hot right now. Ain't nobody trying to tangle up in that.
All right, so listen, I want to play something, right? And this is a part of the recording where Young Thug was explaining to Mariah the scientist. Chris is courtesy of Satan Ash, by the way, too, who I'm not a fan of, but he's done a good job of kind of like breaking this shit down. So Young Thug is talking to Mariah the scientist, who's his girlfriend. And he's explaining that Lil Baby was offered $150 million to get out of the deal, but Baby chose not to take it, and he deferred that whole conversation with Scooter Braun with Hype USA, which is a Korean-based music company. He deferred it to QCP and Coach K, and that's where the whole sale of QC eventually came from. I want y'all to listen to what he's saying to Mariah Scientist about. He's talking about Lil Baby to Mariah Scientist. Here it is.
I talked to Wham on the phone. I said, "What you think he gonna give you out that money?" I said, "You think he gonna give you 75 million or 100 million?" He like, "Shit." I'm like, "Be always real. Do you think he gonna give you 75 to 100 million out that deal? Be always real." He like, "Hell no, I don't think that nigga gonna do it right like that." But Scooter Braun offered Wham 150 million. Scooter Braun told Wham, "I want to buy your rights, so I'm gonna give you 150 million." Wham tell this nigga, "Nah, I'm cool. I gotta bring Pete to the meeting." Man, that nigga went straight around Wham and called Pete and bought the whole label from Pete. The whole conversation started from Scooter Braun trying to buy Lil Wham, trying to buy him out of the deal too. He wanted to buy Wham out of the deal. Like, "I want you to be with me." Wham like, "Shit, you gotta talk to Pete. You gotta talk to Pete about that." Man, nigga, Pete crossed that nigga head right out, worst way. I'm on the phone with Wham. He just like, man, the nigga Scooter Braun try to have the same deal with me, the same meaning with me. I tell that nigga, I ain't really doing that without Pete. You know, I'm just solid. Man, Pete go take the meeting without Wham and get the business done. Of course, a nigga get the business done for 300-400 million for sure, but goddamn, bro.
So Boogie is really upset about this part. Go ahead.
Pia Ho. Now I ain't with Lil Baby letting Michael Rubin dress him every day. I ain't with that shit. You hear me? But Pia Ho. He brought Lil Baby in, got him some money. Lil Baby shows appreciation by any meeting that got something to do with whatever they got going on. If it fit that round, he always hit P up. P, some money on the flow. He eat with him. You get what I'm saying? That was a situation where he wanted to eat with him. And P crossed him out. They don't feel like P crossed him out.
Yes,
I feel like P a hoe. And Lil Baby, he was a solid nigga, a nigga who fed him, put him in position. He figured, nigga, I'm always gonna be loyal to you. So shit, this what I got for you, but to go cross him out. And in the midst of that, he being loyal to a nigga who owned 100% of his masters. That nigga ain't got one song. P a hoe.
Now, the flip, I flip it to this. If you going off what Thug said, because we don't know, Wham ain't said this. Wham and P ain't said, so just going off what Thug said. Thug said Wham told Scooter, well, you gotta holler at P. So Wham opened the door for P to do his own talk. See, the thing is, like you said, Boogie, Wham being loyal to P because P put him on. P never said he had to be loyal to Wham. P the boss. That's the worker. The boss don't confide into the worker when he making his moves. The worker confide into the boss because that's the boss. He can't make no move. He can't do no deals without P because he in the contract with P. He under contract.
Right.
So automatically, if he try to do some deals with Scooter, it go through P anyway. But on the flip side, if P do some deals, he don't have to. His deals don't got to go through Wham. They not partners. And then, far as the money part, let me finish. Far as the money part, how can he get him $100 million. It was only $300 million deal that P got. How can he get Wham $100 million when Coach K got to get half of that? You see what I'm saying? So it's a lot of things we don't know. We don't know if P gave Wham, because Thug ain't said and Wham ain't said that he get some. Wham just said he don't think he gonna get him no $100 million. He didn't say he want.
I'm finna call Wham. I'm finna call Wham.
So the thing is, because he obligated to P, because P changed his life. You see what I'm saying? P took him
but
in.
Is he though? Is he really obligated?
Hey, listen, their relationship is beyond what we know. We know it ain't just that music shit. Them niggas is tied in, man.
What kind of tie?
They tied in. This ain't just no motherfucking.
But the thing is, they not tied in as they 50-50 business partners. They not tied in like that. Wham signed to him and he owned all the rights to Wham. So he not tied in with, it's my partner where everything I do, I got to check in with Wham. That's not how it go. Wham got to check in with him because Wham is the little homie. He the big homie.
Without me, this shit ain't worth 300 mil. Without me, this shit ain't worth it. Nigga, you could at least fuck that. You could at least gave me three of my hot songs back. Nigga, you sold all my shit.
See, here we go. Now we speculate.
Now you don't even got it no more.
We don't know what Baby got off the deal yet. So we speculate. We only going off what Thug say. Now, if we only going off what Thug say, he left out a whole lot of stuff that we adding to it now. We only can look at what they said. He did it. That nigga Wham said.
He said Baby said. He said Baby said.
He said Baby. He didn't say Baby said he didn't get nothing. He said Baby said. Baby said, Scooter, you gotta holler at P. So he opened the door. But that's like if I'm dealing with El Chapo. El Chapo say, Juice, I heard you running the streets in Detroit, this, that, and the third. And he said, I want to drop these 100 bricks on you. Well, dig, I got to go through. You got to holler at my man Dogface because I'm pushing Dogface bag right now. So when Dogface do the deal, I can't be mad at Dogface. Why? Because I could have did the deal with Chapo. I decided to add Dogface to the equation. You see what I'm saying? So
he chose loyalty over money, and that'll fuck a nigga up every time. Every time. And it always be like
some
that.
old Nino Brown ass shit.
Exactly. Every time you be loyal to somebody because you think, oh, you know, I'm being loyal, and loyalty is more than a tattoo to me. But when money come on the table, that's when you get to see how it's really shaking, because
Lil Baby came out on the losing end with that. But I know that loyalty. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And that's the shit right there. Money can't fucking buy.
Y'all
you just gotta pick the right people to be loyal to.
Exactly.
You calling it loyalty, but he can't do no deals without going through P and Coach K. So I don't even think it was loyalty.
How he did. He could have got him on a FaceTime call and talked about this deal. He could have definitely did something because they
could at least that much money. Something like, nigga,
I'm saying
them niggas locked in, man.
Were they buying him out his deal?
The only way he could do a deal is it go through P. That's what I'm saying. He couldn't have Wham couldn't have a contract negotiation with Scooter without it going through P and Coach K, because he already in a contract with them. So him telling him that, it don't mean it was based on loyalty. He just know the business aspect. Whatever me and you talk about got to go through Dog now.
But if he's buying him out the contract,
even if he buying him out, he still got to talk to P, because P and them got the choice to say we want to sell or we don't want to sell it. Wham can't make that decision. Wham got to go through them.
Well, before I sell this shit, nigga, I'm about to give you at least 5 songs of your masters, bro. My nigga, I've been rocking with you. It goes something.
Hey, Boogie. Hey, Boogie. So listen, the company is only as valuable as the catalog. The money is associated with the catalog of music, and big or small.
Well, cut it down, son. Give me 5 songs.
Ain't no cut it down, because when you go into a deal like that, right? And don't forget, Hype is a publicly traded company, right? So they sold Quality Control for $300 million, $250 million cash, and $50 million in options when they turned QC into a publicly traded company. And they left operational control with Coach K and P. right? So the reason why the Offset situation was so important to this whole thing is Offset was smarter than Lil Baby. The reason why you saw Offset and P going back and forth, and then P used Lil Baby to try to browbeat and to criticize Offset. Offset knew the company was going to be sold, and he didn't want to be sold with it. That's why he was trying so hard to get his masters back, to get his publishing back, because he didn't want to let P use his portion of the Migos, of his third of the Migos. He didn't want to let it be used as leverage to go into the overall sale of the company. That's why it was so much motherfucking trouble. So I don't feel sorry for Lil Baby, because Lil Baby, you was trying to berate and beat Offset about the head and calling him disloyal and everything else. So you can't do that, but then at the same time act like you a victim.
Yeah.
I don't see that. That ain't right. Because Wham was the main one talking shit about Offset and calling Offset disloyal and everything. So if it's a question about loyalty, man, you was really P's lapdog, bro. You use your power, your control, and your crew to put pressure on Offset and called him disloyal because he didn't want to be sold like he was sold.
What else?
Now Wham feeling violated.
Nino Brown ass shit.
That money
What
exchanged hands. He feels stupid that he didn't try to jump on that deal, huh?
Well, I'm gonna tell you something, right? Young Thug and these goddamn phone calls, they are really, really bad. Not just for him, because he's really, listen, I think we ought to appreciate these phone calls. You know why? Because so many times, so often, celebrities don't tell the truth about shit. Here's a rare moment where we are getting the inside glimpse of how motherfuckers really feel about Houston being a rat, Wham being dumb, and being loyal for no goddamn reason. Tour buses getting shot up. All kinds of shit. We getting the truth.
Who's buying bots and who's buying slots?
Good, you said that. Let me say something on this note, Dogface and Henry. Y'all got to remember this too. You know why? Lil Baby probably don't got his master's boogie, because a lot of that shit, Gunna was writing, and P probably was the one paying Gunna to write certain shit. A lot of them hits that Lil Baby got, Lil Baby ain't write them hits.
Yeah,
he performed them, but he ain't the writer. And P was the motherfucker paying for a lot of that hot shit from Gunna to write for him. So y'all forgot that. So we got to get to that now on the real. Now, if we want to get down to the music business, Wham ain't the artist that y'all
man, everything ain't wrote though. Everything, my nigga, everything ain't right.
I didn't say everything. I said a lot of them beginning hits that he got was written by Gunna, and you can see now that since he fell out with Gunna, he ain't been able to get a hit. Name a hit he got since he fell out with Gunna. I'm waiting. Name one hit.
I don't know. I don't listen to that nigga. I don't listen to that nigga.
Because none of that shit got no rotation on the radio since Gunna left it. Because if it did, you would know about it, because it'd be on the radio. You feel me? He ain't have.
I don't listen to the radio.
And the thing is, the hits he had, the major hits he had, the top hits he had, came from P buying from Gunna off the beginning of his career, man. So you can't just go off of how it look on the outside that dog slimed him. He should have gave him this. He should have gave him that. He built him that. I remember before he was rapping, he was just a roadie for Migo now. That's why Migo now was giving Lil Baby such a hard time. They remember he was carrying their microphones for them. You feel me? They know he wasn't writing his own shit. You feel me? He admitted himself that Gunna used to pay Gunna to write shit down and him practice it to learn how to rap. So why would P give him half of his money when he built that man from scratch? He made that man an artist.
Well, now you done
Right.
made some valid
Yeah.
points and arguments.
It sure makes sense.
See, I know all of that part.
So, but he don't own shit at all.
Touche, nigga.
Mm.
Nephew.
Touche, nigga.
Makes a lot of
Makes a lot
sense.
of
Now
sense.
you
What
understand.
we
Now
both said make a lot of sense at the same
makes a lot
time.
of fucking sense.
For real, because the music game it's a diabolical engine. You feel me? So that's why you
Look,
got to
all
be
that,
able to stay
but
quick on
see,
your
look,
feet.
all that shit sound good. I done been around artists, not that caliber, but I done been around some artists, nigga, and they write their own shit. They have writers too, but it's a lot of shit that they write themselves too. You know what I'm saying? Like everything ain't no motherfucking writer.
But the thing is, what we talking about? We talking about industry artists that signed to labels. Them boys signed to labels. They most of them is getting the label got music already. They need them to perform. You feel me? They ain't writing. It ain't like the niggas on the block trying to make it come up. In that industry, when they sign them contracts, they don't negotiate nothing. They not running their social medias or none of that once they sign them deals to majors. See, he signed with a major, P them major. He wasn't doing all that himself. He was being dictated to. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
That makes a lot of sense.
That's why he said, hey, I can't talk to you about that, Scooter. That probably was in violation of his contract to try to talk about doing another deal with somebody else. It might not just been on I'm being loyal to P. Dog, you gotta talk to P. If I get caught, if this come out, I was talking to you about anything about doing any deals without them, dog. That might be in violation of his contract with them. You see what I'm saying? So we don't know how what his contract is really stamped on.
Especially if they made him from scratch.
Right. Because I remember him running with me.
Why nigga just can't be a loyal nigga? You hear me? Yeah, why nigga just can't be a loyal nigga?
I ain't say he couldn't be. I said it's a lot of other stuff that go with that.
But still, on top of it, I think it was both to me. I think he was being loyal and because he had to, but at least because you can have to do something and don't be on your shit like that. You know what I'm saying? He was being loyal enough to be on it and still include him because he was made by this man. You know what I'm saying? They made him, so that was his loyalty because they made him. I don't think he give a fuck about breaking in his business shit like that and his doing business with him like that at all. He's more of let me repay you for making me. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel with Lil Baby. So that's the loyalty in it. So I mean, I would think it should be some loyalty there if this man made him from scratch and now he's who he is. You know what I'm saying?
I agree that P is a rat bastard, but I don't think he snaked Lil Baby out that deal
at all.
I think that deal came, and when Scooter got to talking to him, Scooter saying shit. Why just get Lil Baby? I could get this whole company. What you want for the whole company? You see what I'm saying? We go just bypass take Lil Baby. What you take? What did it take for me to get all your catalog? You see what I'm saying? So at that moment, P ain't got time to go confine, and the boss ain't going to confine his workers and stuff.
That's true.
Hey, what y'all feel about me selling this company? They owe him. You feel me? I'm trying to get my money back. I'm trying to capitalize on mine. That's what's best for me right now. You feel me? And he sealed the deal with this. I'm gonna sell the company, but I still get to run these guys. I'm not going to let y'all run them. I built these guys up. So they still gave Pete total control of running the artist still. He still the CEO of the company. So it's like they still work for him. You feel me? He just getting a paycheck too now.
Well, the word is Baby in the Green. He don't owe them nothing. They owe him. So.
Now we going back to see. That's what Thug said. You feel me? Baby didn't say that. QCP them ain't say that. This is what Thug saying. Baby can't be in the green because his last album, that motherfucker flopped. So he can't be in the green. He got an O for that project. That project was a total flop. So I beg to differ. His last project, no, he gotta make that up. He ain't had a hit. He ain't had a hit in years. You can't even name a Lil Baby song. That's why he's like, shoot, I don't even listen to him. He ain't dropped shit. Ain't shit
No,
happened
because I
since
don't.
he came out.
Listen, anybody
Something
who
going
you can
on with
name,
Baby though.
listen,
The nigga
you can
is
name anybody on the radio that's hot or whatever. I don't listen to him, my nigga. I swear to God. Like, it could be a hot song, Lil Baby, anybody. I don't hear the radio. I don't listen to the radio.
No,
So
he
I
don't.
don't know what's hot.
No. Well, I'm letting you know, Lil Baby
listen.
not hot. He ain't dropped a hot song in the last 5 years. So he
Baby
can't
going
be
through
still.
something.
He can't still be in the green if he ain't dropped a banger in over 5 years.
But
No,
has he been on tour? Has he been touring?
Nah, he ain't been torn.
He definitely.
Lil
ain't
Baby
getting
been
no
up. Lil Baby been up so long. Ain't no fucking way he in the red, nigga.
But
Lil
then,
Baby is out
Lil
here
Baby been having his way for a long time.
right? But you don't know who at the expense of what though. What did was them all his songs? Did he write all them songs? Did they have to put money behind to boost them songs? We don't know what went on behind closed doors to put him in that. What radio station
See,
found
look,
they had to
listen, the
agree?
only argument and problem here is, even right now, you making speculations. At
Yeah.
least I could say what somebody said he said. You feel me? You just speculating, and
But
I
look
got
what you
somebody who
saying
said.
it, but
But-
guess you talking about Young Thug said it. We talking about yo, he's not
But
credible.
regardless, the speculations to the shit, it's like, even if you got a third party versus a speculation, which Thug could be lying, but he could be telling the truth. A speculation is a speculation.
But the speculation ain't hypothetically speaking. My speculation comes from facts of the music business.
You could say
That's what the
Lil Baby
speculation
is in the red. Lil Baby is in the red. Nigga out here dressing like a faggot, bro. Like, excuse my language.
And wearing matching outfits with another
We know
dude.
he in the red for that.
Like, come on,
Getting his booty grabbed.
His first tattoos was on his thighs and shit. He came out with some
on their thighs.
Gucci Mama shit.
Before we even started this, I even said that shit. I don't even fuck with Lil Baby, but that loyal shit, where I stand on that. But that weird shit, he weird as fuck. We know that for sure.
With knickerbockers on and twerking and shit.
That's not a doubt. Michael Rubin dressed that nigga now. That's for sure.
He had on one outfit. I was like, damn, nigga, nigga looking better than me. I wanted that outfit. This nigga tripping.
Now look, what y'all got to say about how Charleston White coming at these boys?
I hate Charleston White. I don't know.
Charleston White is coming at them exactly like he's supposed to come at them, because Charleston White is a lightning rod, and he knows that when you talk
Charleston White is a rat and a pain in the ass, and I can't wait to knock his glass eye out his head. Rolling down the street. I can't stand him.
I don't disagree with y'all. I want
to windmill that nigga.
I don't disagree with y'all. But however, Charleston White is going to jump.
Why y'all want to hurt my nigga Charleston White?
Because he's a little bitty big mouth bitch. That's why.
Why y'all want to hurt my nigga, bro?
I hate that nigga. You hear me?
Why y'all want to hurt my nigga Blue?
The ignorance.
Oh, not my nigga Charleston White.
Ignorance of it all.
He talks a lot of shit, and he's really against black people. You stupid ass bitch.
But he's not though. He against niggas. He against niggas. He against the ignorant shit. He against niggas.
No, that's some bullshit. So he should be against his fucking self if he's against ignorant shit, because he's a pile of ignorant shit.
He is against himself.
Okay. Let me tell you about this little bony bitch. Okay. This nigga need to shut the fuck up. He too light to fight, too thin to motherfucking win. He need to chill the fuck out. I bet you if he went head up with these niggas, he get beat up every fucking time. He's a bitch. He fight like, man. I don't like Charleston White.
That's the whole thing.
Run up on his ass and get maced. He gonna mace the shit out your ass and pull out a pig poker.
That's some whole nigga shit right there. That's some female shit. You gonna pull out a taser and some mace or a fucking blanket
like a bra.
That's some bitch ass shit.
He this. He this big and he
But
got
his
one
mouth
eye.
is this big. So
Why
what?
do
He
he
act
got
like
one
he can
eye?
see
The
straight
nigga this
out of
big
two
and
eyes.
got one eye.
Well, then let
Y'all,
me kill
hey,
Bill the other
figure
eye
your
out.
way out around that motherfucking mace. You smart enough. He this big and got one eye. Why wouldn't he
You
make you
really
niggas
sitting
and
up
poke
here
you in your
defending
shit?
his
You
ignorance,
telling me this
Boogie?
bitch can't see? This hoe can't see.
Oh, shit,
I'm gonna go stand in
is
his
what you
blind
telling me?
spot and whoop
And
his
this
ass.
bitch on here talking shit like he talk shit,
Nigga, you better be ready.
and you telling
So
me this
he need to
bitch
be ready.
who?
He do be.
He don't be. That
So
ain't no
you
nigga
telling
shit.
me
He might as
that-
well he reach down in his damn man purse and pull out his fucking mace and
hold the
taser.
fuck up, hold the fuck up.
And
And
it worked. And
Boogie,
it worked.
I'm not
It
about to
keep
go
these
back
You
and
niggas
forth
up
telling me
with
off
you over
you.
him.
this
It
man,
keep these niggas up off you.
All right,
cause
you
he
know
got
what?
I'm
one
You
telling
on
you,
your
real
own. The
eyeball.
rest
He
of
can't
this
even
Bro,
fucking
I'm
right
not.
see.
here, you on your
I'm
own.
not about to let y'all disrespect Charleston White no more.
Fuck
Boy,
Charleston
fuck
White.
Charleston White.
We
Boy,
not
you
about to
on
do
here.
that.
Fuck that little bitty
We
head
not
ass
go.
nigga.
We not
He
doing
is
that
too
here.
motherfucking little to be trying to talk shit. I do not like Charleston White. I would spit on Charleston White. He's
That
a
part.
bitch. I'm
That
trying
part.
to tell you. He talks too much shit. He is. I don't give a fuck. He against this part of the culture. Nigga, fuck Charleston White. Who is he?
As he
Who is
he
he?
should be.
He's a loser.
He
This
tired
nigga
of
is
this
a
ghetto
fucking
shit.
nobody. He sit up and talk
But
shit
he's
all
a
day.
part of the ghetto shit.
He is a ghetto shit.
Yeah,
He a
cause
ghetto head ass bitch. He
So do
from
y'all
the
consider
he know
Charleston
y'all
rap?
ain't. He know
Charleston,
y'all ain't listening. He know y'all
You
not
know who
listening.
Charleston White is?
Boogie,
who is
shut
he,
the
Henny?
fuck
Who y'all
up.
consider?
Who is
He is Bigsby from fucking the Chappelle show. The Black Ku Klux Klan member. That's who he is.
So do y'all think he a rat? Y'all consider him being a
Hell
rat?
yeah, he a
Look at his
rat.
fucking face look like a rat. The bitch is turning into one. And for real, visually, he looks like a fucking rat by the face. The nigga
That's
looks
Boogie.
like a
That's
rat.
Boogie man.
Boogie, shut the fuck
What's
up. You
wrong with
beefing.
y'all, bro?
Are you serious?
What's wrong?
At first I thought you was fucking playing.
So did I.
Now I see
What's
you
wrong
really
with
like
y'all?
this nigga.
I am offended.
This is
I'm offended by you, Boogie.
who the
You
fuck
actually
like
sat up
Charleston
here
White?
and
You like
defended
Charleston
him.
White?
No, I don't fuck with Charleston
Oh,
White.
y'all offended?
That's why I brought it up. Cause Boogie, that's
Super.
Boogie man. Me and
Boogie,
Boogie
I'm
been
about
going
to
at
cuss
this
your
for
ass.
years.
I'm about to cuss you out.
We
you
need
know-
another person to get offended, cause I'm gonna double down on it. That's my nigga.
So
That's
Who
your
else
nigga.
offended?
Dogface,
Who
try
else?
to be down for
That's
the night.
because your
Bye,
fucking
Boogie.
hair little as his
You can't
fucking
do
head.
that,
That's
baby.
why.
I'm the main attraction.
You heard what I said, bud?
Now watch.
Y'all
When
hear me talking
Dogface come
shit?
for your ass and the rest of
Y'all,
this stream, you by yourself. I ain't standing with you standing on this
Charleston
bullshit.
White
Not
must be
tonight.
his family member. Boogie
They
started with a
already,
lot of family members on here.
you already know how I'm coming, right?
I've been going at
How
him
you
with this
coming,
Charleston
bud?
White
How you
shit
coming?
last
Dogface,
year. he
Dogface, you
argued
already know
down
how
to
I'm coming,
Charleston
right?
White.
He
That's
is a
Charleston
snitch
White
ass,
nephew.
bitch
He
ass
must have walked away or
nigga, and
something.
I
Where that
said
nigga
it.
at?
You said you Charleston White. He looked like he
That's
could be
Charleston
related
White
to Charleston
nephew.
White. They all both they
What?
fucking hair little.
That's Charleston
I'm gonna
White
call my
nephew.
nigga Charleston White.
Call him. Call him so I can tell him how
I'm
I feel right now.
gonna call him.
Call him.
I'm gonna call him.
Charleston White
Call
is
him.
trash.
Call him.
Oh my god.
Matter of
How
fact,
y'all-
send him the
How
link.
y'all feel
Drop
about
him
these?
the link.
You got 6'9",
I ain't got no
Charleston
Charleston White
White,
number.
6'9", Charleston White,
Lame.
Rollo, all of them chiming in on
Lame.
Thug. How can all these other guys that's called rats and been implementing in rat activities be calling out Thug for being a rat?
Because they
Make
feel
that
like
make
niggas
because
getting to them is his turn.
Because Thug is getting selective politicking while everybody else got called out and thrown out of the community. He's being selectively politicked over when he should get the same treatment that everybody else has gotten. That's why they speaking. So at this particular point in junction, I agree. If you a rat and you see how this is going down, you can speak on it because he's not being treated the way that everybody else was treated. He should get the 6ix9ine special. He should be shut out and condemned from the community where he have to go to a whole nother culture. 6ix9ine had to go to the Mexican side in order for him to keep his numbers up. We
But
wasn't taking him back over here. So Thugger need to have the same thing happen to him. Goodbye.
Hey Henny, but it's gonna happen. Whether he wanted to or not. No care who politicking for him. It's just naturally gonna happen. Ain't nobody about to fuck with Young Thug. Young Thug is done. He's out of here.
Well,
And
see,
he know it.
the thing is, for us, he's done. But I had a little youngster in my chat the other night when I was talking about this, and they was 21 years old. Because I said, how old are you? And they said 21. And I said, see, you around this age group right here. You've already been corrupted. Y'all don't know nothing about what real street business and
Mhm.
real street politicking is, because y'all have gotten this watered down version of it. So for us in our age bracket, he done. But the younger ones ain't seeing it like that. And then you've got people like Wack with his BBL and childbearing hips out here creating rules to the streets that makes it okay to snitch.
That nigga, cause
Dogface,
he
can you
is
please play that footage?
cause I'm telling you, that nigga, I can't stand Wack 100 the way I can't stand Charleston White. Wack 100, he is fucking whack. He got the right motherfucking name. 100 times that bitch is whack. My thing is, he trying to make it a new rule, cause he is a fucking snitch too. Majority of these niggas are snitches out here.
And that's
Period.
what I'm saying. Did you hear some of them rules? See, that's why Dogface done walked
No.
off and left us hanging. And I wanted him to play that footage of him talking about these damn rules. Because some of these rules, he's talking about if a person snitches on you, it's okay for you to snitch back.
What?
If your girl called the police on you, you can then snitch on her and tell all the shit that she's doing because she's snitching on you. If you get
What?
caught with a charge and it ain't your charge and you going to jail for life, you can snitch on the person who should get the charge so you don't go to jail. If you pillow talk with your woman or family member and tell them some shit, and then they go and they snitch and they get get the information is put out there and the person gets arrested, they don't get the snitch jacket. You get the snitch jacket for telling them, and they just being a civilian. Nigga, what? That's just some of them. I don't know all of them, but I was like, what are we talking about here? We really trying to change the whole rules and codes. And guess what? It's working with the younger generation. It ain't working with us. It's the younger generation that's picking this ideology up, and you see it because nobody should be able to come back from a snitch jacket. Nobody. If you out here rapping this gangster hood shit, street shit, and putting it all out there like you this big time person out here in these streets, and you get caught up and jammed up and you can't go to jail because you scared, and you go to snitching, your career should be over. Your credibility is shot, and that's it. You might as well go sit down in that cell, because you was better off coming out like Bobby Shmurda. He ain't snitch, and look how he was received. But look where he at now too. I ain't gonna talk about that, but I'm just saying, you better off just going and sitting down anyway, because your career should be over. But that's not what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Before I come out like Bobby Smurda, I'll tell on all you niggas.
And I'd shank you.
I ain't coming out like Bobby. You hear me? No.
Wait a minute. Hold on. What you mean coming out like Bobby? Elaborate.
Man,
Elaborate,
I
Boogie.
don't know. He be acting flimsy. He be acting a little flimsy. He ain't go in like that.
We don't know what
Yeah,
Bobby
he ain't
was
go
doing.
in like that. He
We
wasn't
don't
like
know
that
what he
at
was
all.
doing. You don't know what he was doing behind closed doors, Boogie.
Oh yeah, behind closed doors, I don't know, but shit, he came out with that shit in the public this time. Before he went in, that shit wasn't in the public.
You said
he wasn't like that.
You said he got the wrong flick of the wrist.
Man, what?
I ain't supposed to be laughing with you, Boogie, because you like that dude.
That's wrong word, I'm telling you. I had to tell those motherfuckers before that ever happened. That's never, no.
Shut up.
King David, I get what you're saying, because he said just because they rap street shit don't mean they street. But you putting on that persona. See,
it was his persona when he went in.
Back in the day, you knew that those people who were rapping about that stuff was really living that stuff. You wasn't allowed to just come out here and be no character.
Mhm.
Nowadays, anybody could pick up a pen and have they homeboy down the street who's actually living this life tell them stories, and they convert them into raps, and it become their life. Look at what's happening with Jay-Z. You got the whole D Haven thing where D Haven is saying that's my life he talking about. That's not his life. I mean, he was out there, but he wasn't doing half the stuff he said he was doing. Now he was putting him on blast, but he didn't get much traction with it because it's too late. Jay-Z done already blew up. You know what I'm saying? But if that would have came out when he was at the height of his career, we wouldn't have been rocking with him. We moved different back in the day. And while, yes, entertainment is entertainment, there was just certain things that you knew. They was getting into all types of stuff back in the day. Them rappers, they was fighting behind backstage and all types of stuff, fighting in the parking lots. Like you had to, without it being said, you had to prove that you was walking like you was talking back in the day. Because if you got on these albums and you was talking about you was this big gangster and you was robbing people and smacking the shit out
They
of
gonna
niggas,
see about
they
it.
wanted to see if you was really doing it. Nowadays, they can say they robbing and smacking the shit out of and shooting everybody up. Meanwhile, they went to an Ivy League school.
No.
Had a parent who was a doctor and a lawyer like the Huxtables. Imagine Theo Huxtable, rest his soul. But imagine Theo Huxtable coming out being a gangster.
Back in the day, they'll do your background. They'll do a background check on your ass.
That
They'll
part.
go and look. They gonna fish for it. They want to make sure that, oh yeah, he did go to jail and blah blah blah. And they ain't lying. Now, like you say, they're not rappers no more. They characters. The shit is funny. These people, they don't know, like you said, going to Ivy
Juice
League.
was right though. These rappers, they artists, they made up. Most is a persona for sure. You know what I'm saying? He for sure wasn't lying about that shit. So it is like a lot of these motherfuckers is built from the ground up.
Yeah. So that's why he probably feel like he ain't
He
probably
wasn't lying about that.
That's probably why he sold the whole album. You know what I'm saying? His whole took his
Catalog.
Yeah, his whole catalog. That's probably why he sold it, because he feel like, nigga, that's really my catalog, nigga. The music, you ain't write the music. You know what I'm saying? I made you who you are. So I don't owe you shit, because this is me. Without me, this couldn't have happened. So that's why he like, nigga, I sold. I'm not gonna give him 5 songs off there. He don't feel like he owe him that. You get what I'm saying? And if he is in the green, it's because that nigga sold his catalog.
Yep.
And got his money off of that.
That damn part. Did Dogface fall asleep?
Probably not.
I don't know what that nigga did. Then got Juice Juice probably in the back, like, damn.
Right.
Where dog at? Let me in.
That's what I was just thinking. Like, damn, Juice can't get in. And none of us can send a link to him to get him back up here. Like, I can't send a link from my channel to his.
His signal gotta be.
He got his phone on do not disturb. It's on D&D.
Yeah, Juice talking about he in the back.
Yeah, Juice. Sorry, I was about to say that.
What y'all talking about?
We talking about
Man,
your
what the
ass.
hell you doing?
Now, first of all, I don't like to be talked about.
What if you shouldn't have
They
left?
just jumped about this Charleston White shit.
So listen, man. Let me tell you something about Charleston White. Charleston White is he.
Juice in the back. I mean, Dogface Juice in the back.
Charleston White is he's an interviewee. He wants to be interviewed. So every time there's a hot button issue, specifically, he's going to attack all things to put himself back in the limelight so that people will interview him, because don't forget, it's about content. Charleston White,
like him?
Man.
Do you like him, Dogface?
Well, it's not about whether I like him or not. There are things about there are things about his character, right? See, Charleston White is just like a Wack 100. He don't give a he's figured out that if I go the Farrakhan approach, nobody gives a fuck about that. If I go the mega efforts approach, nobody gives a fuck about that. Black people feed off of the most negative aspects about ourselves. So what I'm going to do, he's tapped into what we want to see. He's tapped into headlines and headline news making. So Charleston White, his job is to do exactly what he's been doing. He want to get interviewed. He get paid $10,000 to $15,000 for every interview. So when there's an issue to come up with, a Shannon Sharp, Lil Baby, Lil Wayne, or whatever, if it's something that has a negative connotation attached to it, he's going to jump on it and make it look worse than what it is so that people can pay him for interviews. He's only relevant when he's being interviewed. Outside of that, he has no relevancy whatsoever to the culture. So I don't even get mad at him because it happened. Charleston White is going to pontificate about it. I don't let that shit bother me.
Oh, listen to this shit. Pontificate. Oh, you using your SAT words
yes,
tonight.
quite frankly, my dear, I am. Right. So here's the thing is, I don't get mad about Charleston White.
Hold on. He done did a bunch of interviews and got bougie on us, y'all.
Who that?
You.
I'm really you can't see my face, but I'm really a cultured man.
You said that nigga talking real
you ain't shit. You ain't shit, dog. Man. You ain't shit.
Hey, Juice, I'm really a cultured man.
The cultured man.
yeah. What's that song again? I'm a cultured man. What's that song again? What's that song?
That's it.
Yeah. Oh, classic man. I'm a
classic man.
Yeah, I'm really a classic man. Like that one brother in that song. So what I'm saying is, don't let Charleston White ruffle your feathers. Because Charleston White gonna be what he gonna be. You know what his agenda is. You know what he pushing. You know what he. Whenever there's something positive that happens with one of us, he's never gonna talk about it because Black people don't want to hear shit positive about our own kind. We only bite on all the most negative shit that's being propagated or talked about with our own. We don't give a fuck about each other. Black people, by and large, don't give a fuck about each other. We only give a fuck about what we can get out of each other, what we can use each other for, and what we can take from each other.
That's what I'm talking about. Is Dog Face, me, and Charleston White.
No.
See, told y'all.
No, Boogie. No.
Charleston White. Charleston White, man.
Baby die.
Fuck that guy.
Let's go, Dog Face.
Baby die.
Yeah.
So, what is your exact problem with Charleston White? Beyond what is obviously stated.
His clothes be too big. His head too motherfucking little. And he talk a lot of shit and can't even fight. He'll make you before he fight. Then kind of find out the bitch got one eye. I didn't even know that. You hear me? And you talking all this shit, you trying to get the other one knocked loose out your head. I can just imagine what happened to his fucking eyeball. But
he just fought the island boy.
He won. What does that say?
That he won.
He pieced his ass up.
We got island boy, but he still did it with one eye.
I'm just feeling like you like
bing.
No, you can't feel like that. You can't feel like that.
Yes, you can.
Next week he gonna be in a picture with his ass. I'm
gonna Dog Face like Charleston White. Yes, you can.
I want y'all to see. I want to share.
Well, you and Charleston White should fight in the ring. You should try to arrange that. Box Charleston White bitch ass.
Hey, listen. If I can't get Al Nuke, Street Lord Wine, these gangster ass Detroit gangsters to get in the ring with me, well, you ain't finna get no ring with me.
The pranksters, them niggas ain't no
listen. I want to hear y'all opinion. All the mighty black woman Henny and Soul Sister number 1. Baby doll. I want to hear your opinion of this right here, and don't hold back. Tell me what y'all think about this.
If I'm walking down the street and I see a black man with a white woman, there's a weakness in him.
Oh,
something in him is weak. On the other side, I think when I see a black woman with a white man, despite all the historical context that we know, that sits behind that, I think, oh, she must have got. Just she's tired. Like she must have got so fed up that she's getting to rest now.
Henny, Baby doll.
First of all, no, go ahead, baby doll. Go ahead.
I think this woman is stupid as fuck. I think she's disgusting. When I would never think when I see a black man with a white woman, I don't feel a weakness. I don't see color. One, that's just me. I feel like he found something in her that he couldn't find in a black woman. It is what it is. Um, a black man, a black woman with a man, she's just tired. I can't say that ain't true because I told my husband if this don't work, I'm getting me a white boyfriend. So
What? What you say?
I said I told my
So that
husband.
mean you tired then? So that mean you going white because you
That's what I'm
tired?
saying. I feel like I'm tired of black men.
Wait, hold on. Maybe.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
I fucking said
So
it.
the race making it different.
I'm fucking saying it. I think.
Hold on. Maybe y'all didn't hear what she said. Let me play this again for y'all.
If I'm walking down the street and I see a black man with a white woman, there's a weakness in him. Ooh, something in him is weak. On the other side, I think when I see a black woman with a white man, despite all the historical context that we know, that sits behind that, I think, oh, she must have got she's tired. Like she must have got so fed up that she's getting to rest now.
Now let's start this over, cause maybe y'all ain't here. Maybe y'all hair is down over y'all eardrums, and y'all ain't here.
How you want to say y'all and both of us ain't even get a chance to talk, and you ain't let her finish her thought.
Okay, so let me let Baby Doll finish her thought. Now, Baby Doll, did I hear you say?
She is disgusting for what she said.
Okay,
but
when
look, then when I just thought about it, like, damn, I did tell my husband jokingly playing with him, like, if this don't work, I'm getting me a white man.
Like, hey, you know what he should have did when you said that?
He laughed at me.
You ever seen Color Purple?
Nigga, that's my favorite movie. What the fuck about it?
The Harpo part. You ever seen that part?
You told Harpo to beat me?
Yes.
Listen. It was just a reality check for myself because when I thought about it, like, damn, even though I was playing, I was saying that for saying I'm tired of black men, like.
You don't think that was hurtful to your husband to hear you say that?
Oh, I was playing. I ain't about that. I'm not never leaving my black man. Listen.
This is why domestic violence is so high in the black community.
No, listen, you just
we don't play like that. We don't play like that.
Listen, Dogface. I was watching a video and it was something to that nature, and I was just laughing and playing with him, like showed him the video.
Oh, we don't think it's
and
funny.
I told him, like, yeah,
we don't think it's funny.
Like I'm gonna get a white man too. Just whatever. Dogface.
We don't think it's funny. We don't see no he here and ha.
It wasn't supposed to be funny to y'all, okay?
What you mean?
It was funny to me and Perry, not to him, but he was laughing, but he like, shut the fuck up, I don't want to hear that shit. Like, we know it wasn't nothing like that.
This is why when I heard you got married, I said to myself, woe is me. God bless that
Dogface. It's been 6 years of me being happily married.
I know that, but I'm saying, and I know that man has the patience of Job in the Bible.
He does. He has
the patience of a monk.
Yes, he does. A Shaolin priest.
That's what make me love him.
Shaolin priest.
It made me love him. It's funny because my son told me today, like, Mom, I'm going to ask your husband with you because he has a lot of patience for you. But listen, my husband know I'm just me. I'm gonna say what I feel, and if I feel to play away, I'm gonna do it. But I'm not disrespectful with it. It is what it is. So.
Oh, hey, listen, he a better man than me. He a better man than me because as soon as you said that, all you would have heard was.
Anybody fucking play with you? Listen, Dogface, he is. Listen, my husband is so unbothered. He's so laid back, and let me tell you about him. His confidence so high, that nigga know I ain't going nowhere.
Well, and listen, I need to tell him. I'm gonna send you my flyer. It's called the the O.J. Simpson. What's that lady name with the man? Keep on burning.
He don't even know.
Huh?
He don't even know.
What no? But what's her name? She passed away. Ike Turner. I want your husband to come to my. I am putting on an Ike Turner / O.J. Simpson class, and I'm the instructor. And in this class, I'm gonna be teaching black men how to properly and effectively discipline unruly black women.
Who is
You know
unruly?
that Ike got his ass whooped in the end,
In a
right?
fucking limo.
That was for
In the
dramatic
limo.
effect. That wasn't real.
It's a self-defense class.
Yes.
Who the fuck? I'm not. Who the fuck is unruly?
Right.
Who is unruly, Dollface?
Okay, listen. You got a mirror by you somewhere?
Yeah.
Okay, look
But
at
it's
it.
not me. It's not
No,
me.
look at the mirror. Look at the mirror.
It's not me though.
Okay, Henny.
Well, I'm damn sure not unruly.
Who says who?
Says her.
me.
Says the Henny is violent and aggressive, baby doll.
What?
She from New York.
Why he Dollface?
How
Hey,
was
don't pile on me. Hit it, Boogie.
But
Huh?
mind your
Or well,
business. Just stay out of it, bud.
hey,
Hey,
Juice.
What up,
Uncle
though?
Juice, my nigga. Come on, Uncle
We have
Juice.
been knowing Henny.
You my guy. You
How
my
many
guy.
times have Henny verbally berated and assaulted us?
Us? No, it be you, cause you be starting with me.
How many times have Henny verbally accosted us, bro?
No, it be you. Don't say us. It be you, cause you be starting.
She said you be starting.
That's a New York shit. I don't.
And then you be trying to jump on Boogie, and then I gotta have Boogie back.
Boogie, is you agree with this?
He got to. He like Charleston White. Come on.
I
hope your
I
fucking heart-
wholeheartedly agree with this.
I hope your shit start ticking, motherfucker.
Say skip a beat. Skip a beat. Skip a beat.
A cardiac arrhythmia. I hope you go through a cardiac arrhythmia.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. Now listen, that woman is ignorant as hell. If you think that a man is weak for being with a white woman, and you think, since she used the word weak, if you think that about him, then you should be thinking that about her too. Because 9 times out of 10, if that's the way you sway, it's supposed to sway both ways. What you eat don't make me shit, and who you love ain't affecting me. Okay. When I was younger, I did have an issue with it because I did break up with somebody and they decided to go be with a white girl.
Were you hurt by that, Henny?
I wasn't hurt by it. I was bothered and offended, but I was also like 16, 17. So I was young. And at that point in time, I did feel a way about it. But as I've gotten older, I just feel like if that's where he want to go, that's where he want to go. He wasn't for me. Because if he was for me, he wouldn't be over there.
And a person moving on, color don't mean nothing. Like, to me, I don't feel like
who say that?
Because of me. I feel like, how you gonna say he weak because he with
If
a
I
white
see
woman?
you, if I see you with a white man, I'm throwing a rock at you.
But why?
Boy,
why?
Boy.
Because is that a question?
You know what? Maybe that black man is with the white woman because he's tired. Maybe that black woman is with the white man because she tired. Because you know what?
Tired what?
We could be very toxic as
God don't get tired. God
because of the morals that we
don't
believe
get
in,
tired.
and stuff that we believe in.
God don't get tired. We are.
It don't say in the Bible that you got to marry a black person or you got to marry a white person.
You see a monkey? You see a silverback monkey with a tiger?
Shut the fuck.
You see an armadillo? Do you see an armadillo?
Niggas be with every race.
You see an armadillo
in the world. They be with Chinese, white.
Do you see an armadillo with a sloth? Do you see a giraffe with a fucking alligator.
Are we
No.
animals?
Pause. A black woman and a black woman and a white woman is still humans.
No, they
They're
ain't.
not switching up
No,
the
they ain't.
human race.
No, they ain't.
They're just different
No, they ain't.
color. We're
Black
talking about
women-
color.
Black women are the ultimate reflection of God. That's one. White women
Okay.
are soulless vampires who have been put on this earth to seek and devour humankind.
Who told you
White
that? Where you
people
read
feel
that
like
at?
baloney.
Where did
White
you read
Black
that at?
women
Where the fuck
represent
did you read
God.
that at?
So
White people-
basically,
Get
Wait a
a
minute.
white
Baby
person
Doll
wet.
saying
No. If black women are a representation of God, then why do we get disrespected and unprotected and walked over and trampled on? If
But
that
that's
be
just,
the
that
case.
was
Because
something
I can answer
Dogface
that
wrote
question.
that.
I can answer that question, but first let me get this out of the way first. Get a white woman wet and get their hair wet too. And what you gonna have is a baloney smelling motherfucker. You're gonna have a German Shepherd smelling.
Dogface, I'm not letting you do that.
It's
That's
true.
racist.
You ever
That's not
smell-
right.
You ever smelled a wet white person?
Yeah, some of them smell like that rain little shampoo they use. It smell good, you know. All of them don't smell like that. And you're not gonna
All
come
of
at the way.
Do any
Don't
of them
do
like
that.
that? When a black person get wet,
that beat out Sassoon.
That's not true, because I done smelled some black people get wet and they's funky as fuck.
that's because they got poor hygiene. That's not
See,
their natural
and
scent.
that's because white women got poor
That ain't
hygiene.
just
They
they
smell like
natural. That
baloney.
ain't just they natural
Natural-
If a
oils.
white
They
woman
just
hair
don't
get
take
wet,
care of
it's-
themselves.
Right. Like a woman
Pause.
smell. My
Pause.
mama said, you better not bring a white bitch in here, because if you do, you're getting out, and she getting out too. That's what my mama said. My mama from Alabama. That's number one. Now, don't you argue with no Alabama black woman.
And you don't, because you know they. But at the end of the day, that's not true. That's not right, and that's not fair.
Well, it's not true about it.
A white woman smelling like bologna and shit. That means she got poor fucking hygiene too.
No,
ain't
it don't.
different from her.
That just means
That's the problem.
that
It's not
means-
different from her.
yes, it
Her-
is. Black women
No.
and white women ain't the same.
we not shaped the same. That's it.
No, that's for sure. But they ain't the same at all. Black women is the highest reflection of God's creation. And without black women, nothing else would exist. Black women they come in so many different sizes and colors, right? There's nothing more attractive than a black woman. And a white bitch can't compare to a sister in no way, shape, or form. And I know
Ain't no white woman in here. Ain't no white woman in the chat. We can ask her what
Oh,
they
we about to
smell
get
like.
scammed. We about to get that. She about to.
Henny, are black women and white women the same?
I mean,
black women and white women are not the same. Black women and Latino women are not the same. Black
Okay.
women and Chinese women are not the same.
Have
We're
you
not-
ever smelled a white woman and she smelled a German Shepherd? Yes or no?
I'm not fucking talking.
I'm
about
not answering that question, because I've also smelled some black folks that did not smell so savory, and
I
it was
didn't ask you
not.
about that.
It was
I didn't
not
ask you about that.
hygiene. It was not hygiene. It was what
So-
they were eating and all of that was leaking out of their
Okay,
pores.
so
okay?
is it true? Is it
You
true?
asked me, hold on. You asked me one question. You said,
Okay,
are black
okay.
women and white women the same? Now, you
Yeah.
ain't let me answer that damn question before you
Sorry.
ask the next one. Hold on.
Sorry.
Black women and white women are not the same. Okay, Latino women, Asian women, Indian women, Hindu women, we are all not the same. The reason we're not the same, we are the same as far as biological makeup, but we're not the same culturally. We're not the same religiously. I'll go as far as to say ethically. Some people in their cultures, they are brought up to be subservient, to be submissive, submissive to a fault, even. We are not. We are not going to do, we're not going to tolerate, we're not going to put up with certain things that other people will, and vice versa. So, no, we're not the same. Next question.
Can I go? Can I go?
Go. Come on, Boogie.
Okay. So it was I know an Indian, right? And he had owned a strip club, and he didn't fuck hundreds of females.
An Indian
say
that
the
owns a
ones
strip
that-
club.
He said, listen, he owned a strip club. He say, black women they take care of themselves. They keep themselves up. He say, as good as white women look, he was like, they fucking stink. I was like, damn. He was like, he was like, they the freakiest, but it come with a price. They stink. This is an ending.
This is really gone to a left side for real, because what does that have to do with the original context of the content?
Oh, so the original context of the content, was when we said, this woman said that when she sees a black man with a white woman, she sees a man who has weaknesses and basically a guy who's unsure and not in his right mind.
Right. So how did we get to they smell like dogs and they stink? Like, this is offensive.
Very much so offensive.
Let me explain this to you. I have a diverse subscribers count. And this is offensive.
Right.
And I'm not offending anyone. Because at the end of the day, I feel like we have evolved as a people to a point where what somebody else does should not bother us. If a person chooses to go love a purple orangutan with red stripes, let them go do what they doing. Okay, as far as I'm concerned, that's one less person I got to worry about.
Yeah,
they're not for me.
Right.
They're not for me. What's for you is for you. Like, I'm not
right.
The thing with the contact.
Let me bring it back into focus.
Listen.
So listen, the only group of people who believe that their women are not the best women are black men. Black men.
Exactly.
The reason why black women ask the question, why are we so unprotected by our own men? It's because they feel like that black men don't respect, don't protect, don't admire, and don't hold them and don't put them on a pedestal. So that's a question that when you have a conversation amongst black women, amongst themselves, the question always arises, why are black women an endangered species? Why are black women so unprotected, so undernourished, so under this, so under that by black men? So if you have a situation like that, that means that black women feel like that black men don't value them. And as a result, there's animosity that forms in the heart and in the mind of black women. So whenever there's a situation or whenever there's an issue, black women now feel like they can find their soulmate or find the right person in some other culture. Meanwhile, you have Arabs, Chaldeans, Indians, and by and large, most Latinos and Hispanics. They feel like they stick with their own. And it's better. You can listen as a black woman.
Did you say an Arabic person, Dover? Did you just say Arabic feel like they stick with
Arabs don't listen. We from Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
That's a goddamn lie. Because them Arabs at that bodega in New York, them Arabs love them some hood shit.
All my friends are Lebanese.
Arabs will fuck on you. But them Arabs ain't taking you home to their mama and grandma.
No, pause.
That ain't true.
That's true.
Pause, dog face. Let me tell you what it is, because you're not speaking. Let me tell you.
So
only listen.
Where you think I'm from?
Listen. My best friend is Lebanese. I'm telling you what it is.
And?
Listen, I'm saying I see how they move. If you're Muslim, you can't. Of course, they're not going to be. All they can do is fuck on you, because they can't bring you home unless you're Muslim too. No matter if you're black or white. Because I'm my best friend, her family married. The men are married to black women. You know what I'm saying? But what it is, the black women have to wrap up in a scarf too, and they have to be Muslim. You have to be Muslim. Like right now, when you get with Lebanese get together, if they're not both Muslim, she can't fuck with them. She can't be with them because she can't marry them.
So are you saying that the Lebanese men get black women and then convince them to convert to Islam, and so therefore they are a proper match for them? Is that what you're saying?
Some of them do, yeah. But some black women, a lot of black women ain't going for that.
Oh, okay, so listen, here's what I'm saying. I'm saying that there are more Arabs and Chaldeans in the metropolitan Detroit area than they are in all other 50 states combined. The largest concentration of Arab and Chaldeans in this country is in the metropolitan Detroit area. I'm saying that I have people who I consider friends who are Arabs, Chaldeans. I have Lebanese friends, but it still doesn't negate the fact that most Arabs and Chaldeans, they believe that their prime mate, that the best woman for them is somebody who's from the same orientation as them. Black men are the only ones in 2025 who don't understand that. And then black women are upset and offended because black men are not stepping up, handling their business, protecting them, protecting their kids, protecting their children. Black women's one of their main gripes. When a black woman see a black with a white woman, a black woman's natural instinct is to be at least concerned about what the fuck happened to him.
No,
and when a black man sees a white one, when a black man see a black woman with a white man, you can't tell me that black man is not saying himself, that funky bitch.
But I don't think that when I see
me either.
I have one of my good friends, he and his wife, he's black, she's white.
Okay.
I don't feel no type of way about them being together. And when I see random couples going down the street and they could be Asian and black, white and black, Indian and black, it doesn't bother me.
What do you think?
You know why? You know why it doesn't bother me?
Uh-huh.
Because I'm not checking for that man. I guess, baby doll, me and you different. Because we different from the rest of them females he talking about. Because I don't care about what somebody else is doing in their dating life.
So it's not true, and this is a general question, right? So it's not true that most Arabs and Chaldeans, when they find out that their women have taken up with a black man, it's not true that most Arabs and Chaldeans traditionally, historically, matter of factly, will disown them and cut their ass off.
But that's their culture.
They only get cut off, and
why do they do it?
They only get cut off. You keep thinking it's not a color with them.
It's not.
It's a religion. It's all about if you're Muslim.
Hey, listen. So racism exists in Islam, just like racism exists.
I know, though, but if the black man was Muslim and he came and married an Arab, they would not give a fuck. They're not going to give a fuck.
Listen,
let me say this. You can bring up. Wait. No. You can bring up other cultures and how they handle diversity and all of that all you want to. The thing is, when it comes down to us as a people, Black Americans who are born here, versus people who are in other countries or other ethnicities, we have no real culture. Like, we don't have the same foundation that other cultures have.
Our culture has no structure, because our culture has no structure.
So when they have hierarchies, they still believe in tribalism, where they believe in the family unit being a family unit, and you don't move out the house until you're married. And when you get married, you go and you move in with him and his parents. And sometimes your parents come along. They believe in all of that. We are divided as a people, as a culture. It is a fact. And we find reasons to be divided as a people, be it man and woman, light and dark, whatever, straight hair versus curly hair, whatever it is. We find reasons to be divided. So we don't have that same structure where, as a culture, it's frowned upon for you to go outside of us. We don't have that.
Well, so let me just tell you this, right? So in all, I guess, I don't want to say nationalities because it's deeper than that. So in all racial segments on this earth, it is always the darker skin versus the lighter skin. Always, whether you're Latino, Hispanic, there are light skinned and dark skinned Arabs, and the lighter skinned Arabs don't look at the dark skinned Arabs as if they're their equals. They look at them as they are subpar. They look at them as if they're not worthy. In the black community, right? In the black community, traditionally, the lighter complexion you are, the closer to white you are, and the more appealing you are in some segments of society. So what I'm saying is that, and now we off the beaten path, but since we're here, let's just talk about it. You have Arab and Chaldean men and families and structures, right? Who, if they see their women with a black man, it's a problem for them. And they will kick them out of the family and disown them and rip their inheritance from them. If they see, there's no way they're going to let that woman go out and take anything they've built and give it to a nigga. It's not everybody, of course, but by and large, that's generally true.
Well, let me explain this to Spirit Wonder in the comment section. We don't have a historical culture here in America. We don't. We don't know our history as a people the same way the Germans know their history as a people, the same way the Irish know their history as a people, the same way the French know their history as a people. So no, what we have adapted is the culture that is here, but we do not have our indigenous culture. You know why? Because while a small percentage of people were shipped over here as indentured servants who ended up being slaves, those of us who have family that was here as Indians who were snatched up into slavery, our culture, our roots, our heritage was taken from us. So we are a people that is lost. So we don't have that structural foundation that other people have, and that's what I was trying to make the point of. Do we have something? We do, but we can't go all the way back and say this is what our great this has been in our blood for all these generations, because we don't know all of our generation. We don't know where we came from. Some of us are saying that they came from Africa and you came from right here.
I got you. So listen, so you have Lebanese people who are born in America. They understand that they are Lebanese by origin, and no matter what shores or what country or what domicile they were born in, they understand that their unifying bond is their culture, their heritage. So, as black women, and a black woman, two obviously intelligent black women, as you young ladies are, if you understand that, and if you understand that black people are basically a people who have been destroyed, miseducated, tortured, raped, sold. If you understand that all these different things play a part into our psychological demise, our moral decline, and our disconnection from the higher power, if you understand that, how can you then say in the same breath, well, black women are unprotected and they're not valued and they're not this, not that, when you understand that the reason why they're not is that the first thing the white man did when he brought us over here was to create a system of distrust and dysfunction amongst the lighter and dark-skinned black people, black men and black women first, and then the lighter and dark-skinned people amongst us. If you understand that, how can you say that the best thing for you, or that you don't see black and white? You see black and white, whether you allow it to affect or impact your day-to-day life in terms of who you deal with, it's a whole nother thing. I refuse to believe that black women don't see a black man, especially, I ain't talking about no bum-ass nigga who run around with a do-rag on with his pants hanging off his ass, but we all see a black man who's educated, he seems to be handsome and has his shit together. We all see that black man who appears as if, especially an athlete. We all see all these black male athletes with all these white women. You can't tell me you ain't said to yourself, he fucked up.
Different situation, because historically,
right,
a black man will be with a black woman when he was down in the dirt. She will be there with him as he goes through college and goes through being a rookie in the NBA. And then as soon as he starts making it and starts making some money, he swaps that black woman out for a white woman. We've watched it happen in entertainment with actors and comedians, and we watch it happen all the time. It happens. That right there is a clear sign of that there's something wrong. Now, that is a bit bothersome because it's like, damn, every time you turn around, you hear somebody go through. Look at Shannon Sharp. Shannon Sharp has children with a black woman, but who's he out here being sued by? These white women that he's been out here living out his slave fantasies with and all of that craziness. And as a black woman, the reason I can say that I am unprotected is because I've been in situations where I've been unprotected, where black men who were willing, who were capable of stepping in and de-escalating situations did not bother. Case in point, when a white cab driver, I approached him like, excuse me, sir, do you realize you almost ran me and my children into the wrong side of traffic because you were trying to cut me off? And he decided to curse me out, call me all kinds of nigga bitches and everything. And black men stood around and watched him do it. So I can say we're unprotected because I've been in situations like that. So now you explain to me where you go down all this culture and you want to ask me how I can feel unprotected when I've been in a situation where I've been proven to be unprotected.
Oh, I think I just answered the question, but I will try to take another shot at it. So we know as black people that we have been set on a path.
That's not an excuse.
No,
That's not don't face that. No, if you see, let me ask you something. If you see a black woman being assaulted, are you stepping in or are you going to whip your phone out or are you going to turn around and go the other way?
Well, you asking a 53-year-old man whose parents were both from the South and whose grandparents were sharecroppers, right? Yeah, actually, it's not really fair to ask me that because I'm fucked up in the head. So listen, you're asking the man who shot his stepfather for hitting his mama. So I was raised in a household. Well, my mama never said the word Caucasian. I don't even think she know what the fucking word Caucasian means, right? My mama said honky, cracker, a white devil, dog, baloney smelling motherfucker.
That did not answer the question. You taking the long way around. Would you step in or would you turn a blind eye? And it sounds to me like you saying you would step in, which means that it's a choice.
Hey, listen. So that is it is both hurtful and it is really shameful that black women have to even ask a question like that of their natural born mates. It is actually hurtful in a real way that black women have to even weigh whether or not they believe that their men or their natural mates would step in to defend them against people who we know and understand historically are our enemies. So to answer your question, if I see a white man get loud with a black woman and get disrespectful, I'm going to step in. I have stepped in and corrected it. I was just at Home Depot in Georgia when you had a white worker of Home Depot acting like they couldn't understand what a Chinese husband and wife were saying and was like dismissive. And it was obvious that he was being deaf and acting like he didn't understand or couldn't make out what it was they were saying. They were buying they wanted to know, did they buy 40-1 or 50-1, or did they put regular gas in their 2-stroke fucking weed whacker? And I understood it. I ain't fucking Chinese. He wasn't trying to understand it. So I stepped in with that and said, hey, don't worry about it. I got him. And he was like, huh? I said, don't worry about it. I got him. Because you acting like you can't make out what it is they saying because they speak broken English. So I got him. Just go about your business. So there's no way in the world I can sit back and watch. And that's just the way some people might have a different perspective on that. But there's no way in the world that I would ever sit back and watch somebody from a different race disrespect a black woman and not say anything about it.
See,
it leaves a clog in my throat. The nature.
But I already knew that was the answer. I already knew you, Boogie Juice. Y'all not gonna stand back and watch nothing happen. But it shouldn't even just be when it's another culture. I remember back in the day, you hear the neighbor getting her ass whooped by her husband. People intervened. People were concerned. So now here's the thing. Wait. Hold on. Because when we talk about things that were taught to us, was it really taught to us? Because at one point in time, we were a community type of people as well. But as the years have gone on and generations have come, we have come so far apart and separated from that community type of people to every man for themselves. And I'm going to mind my business. Now, I do understand that there have been people that have gotten themselves caught up and jammed up and stuff, jumping in and stepping in. I understand that there have been people that have jumped in to do the right thing and they end up getting the short end of the stick. I understand all of that. But at the end of the day, as a people, that is to make the choice to not get involved. And thank you for answering that, because it proves the point. It's a choice. So they're choosing not to protect us. And it's a majority that's not doing it. Which makes me feel like this. If the majority, and y'all know the majority of men will say, I'm not getting involved. I'm not protecting no woman. Black women don't protect us. We had toxic mothers and this, that, and the third. We know that that's the tone. How could you then be mad if a woman or a man is stepping out to go someplace else where they feel safe, where they feel protected, where they feel all the things that they're not getting? Why?
The answer to that question is:
listen, see, I ain't gonna lie. So you kind of being disingenuous, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because, hold on, because like to the point where I'm gonna tell you the truth. If a white man is having a problem with a black woman, I probably know that's not her man, so I'm gonna step in. You get what I'm saying? And this white motherfucker ain't finna have his way, not with this black woman. That's my honest. If it was a black man, I probably would mind my business because your ass gonna be right back with him. You get what I'm saying? Most women go back to men that be hitting on them or whatever the fuck going on. People get to jumping in that and got to wake up the next day to her. She right back with him. You might have gotten into a fight with him, got your ass whooped. You might do come up dead, or he come up dead over his bitch that was coming back to him.
Wait, Boogie. I just want to.
You know what I'm saying? So,
I'm sorry. I want to just come in
because
it's like kind of one-ended. I feel like black women don't protect black men either. I feel that way. I feel like it's not just black men don't protect black women. Black women don't protect black men either. But a lot of black women move real off emotion and think that this man is supposed to jump in on her BS. I done seen a lot of women start shit with another man and just expect for their man to jump in on for their BS because they're their woman. That's not protecting your black man. Like, well, my husband, I'm not the same me because it's things that I can get into and that shit'll fall back on my husband. So I try to move in a different way where I'm protecting my man because I don't want him in no bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of black women take, oh, he's the man to the head and feel like he's supposed to just raw dog on everything. When they jump in nigga faces because they nigga big and they know I can get my nigga come out and beat your ass. Now he in jail or somebody that shot this nigga in the face. You know what I'm saying? That's not protecting your man. At the end of the day, I feel like black men don't protect black women and black women don't protect their black men. We don't protect nobody. You know what I'm saying? We're not protecting each other. It's not a one-way street here. It's not just black women not being protected. Black men are not either. Black men are not being protected by black women at all.
You know what?
So well, I'm not one of those women that jumps in and does all of that. So I'm just saying I'm not one of those women that jumps in and does all of that because I have a lot of women that she's talking about that do purposefully put themselves in situations and expect their man to jump in. That's not what I'm talking about because that right there to me, I agree. That's not being protective. But what I'm speaking of is a lot of the people that I know, even some hood chicks that I know that don't put themselves in those situations, that do get disrespected and all of that. And Boogie, you spoke exactly what I admitted to. Like, listen, I understand there was a time when people would get involved in couple stuff and all of that. And sometimes the woman is the aggressor in the situation. People don't get involved when it's man and woman and boyfriend girlfriend stuff a lot of the times because of that very thing that you just said. But what I'm talking about is just as general. Like, okay, baby doll, you're married. You're married because what? You probably feel safe, protected, provided for, appreciated, loved, nurtured, cared for. But a lot of women don't get that. I've had that. But what I'm saying is a lot of women don't get that. So no, that you can't say that it's just flourishing in the community.
Oh, it's not.
Are people capable? You're capable,
It's
but at
not.
the same time, that's not something that's flourishing either. But you felt protected, and because of that, I can say to you, if you have, I'm sure you're married to a black man, right?
Yes.
So that means that not all black men are that. And it goes back to what I said, that it's a choice. A lot of the stuff that we do are choices. And my thing is, if a woman is not protecting her man, then you cannot possibly love that man, because why would you ever want to put him in danger? If I love you, I don't want to see nothing happen to you. I don't want you to be in danger. I don't want nobody trying to take you out. I don't want to be the cause of any drama in your life. Now, are we going to have drama? Yes, because I'm dramatic. I am the drama sometimes. But it's not going to be detrimental to you. So, I mean, what we're talking about is not for every situation. It's just a generalized one.
There's no monotheistic situation when it comes to the black male and female interpersonal relationship. However, what I'm saying, there's certain things that are just true amongst people, amongst cultures, amongst ethnicities, amongst nationalities. When I see a black woman with a white man, I have a problem with it. When I see a black man with a white woman, I have a problem with it, because I'm thinking, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? And although I know that love in some cases can be blind, I don't really think it's ever blind. Not in the society we live in right now. I think that even if when you have interracial couples, I think that a lot of they're tiptoeing around each other so as not to offend each other, especially when you look at our president right now. There's no way in the world a black woman can be in a relationship with a white man or vice versa, and they both agree on the current state of the political system in this country and think that shit is right.
No way.
I think there are more arguments between interracial couples right now.
I can agree with that.
This is days of Reconstructionism.
What I can say that I agree with you is when you do go in, no matter what the race is, it doesn't even just have to be white. If you are dating outside of your race, you have to expect there to be some issues that are going to occur that they're not going to be able to relate to. For example, being black in America, period. But being a black man in America and being a black woman in America, we go through our things that are different, but we all have the same. Black men actually have it a little more rougher when it comes down to dealing with society, dealing with the police, dealing with adversity. Y'all do have it rough. So going home to somebody who can't even relate to the experience that you're having, just being a person of color, they're not going to understand it. So they can't relate, and they're going to try to comfort you and try to offer you some form of help, but they can't. How can someone possibly explain to you how to feel or soothe you when you've been discriminated against, when you've been racially profiled, when you've gotten pulled over by the police, wrongfully pulled out of your car and damn near arrested? How can you talk to me about that when that's not something that you experience in your everyday life or have experienced at all?
That goes to my question.
Now, at the end of the night, the most important thing in the world is who you lay next to. And just politically, when it comes to voting, just that end alone is fucking huge.
So you said a whole lot there, right? There's a lot. I'm sorry, Boogie, but you said a whole lot there when you said about just the best mates. Can white women really understand? Can white people who are in relationships with black people, can they really ever understand or appreciate or sympathize or empathize with the things that not just that we may go through in our day-to-day lives, but the things that affect us and have an impact on us based on what our ancestors and forefathers and foremothers went through? Can white people really understand that? And can they comfort and console you? Do they know what to say and how to soothe your soul? Can they ever really understand what we went through as a people? Because we said a whole lot about how we get to where we are right now. Can white people ever really appreciate that in a real way how we got to be so fucked up towards each other?
The only ones gonna relate to it is the ones that they raced and been through some of the similar things. So it is some with different colored skin that can relate to what we've been to as a race of people.
Or the economic structure. Every project has the white family that's been in it. You know what I'm saying? So they've experienced some form of diversity and discrimination, so they can understand that as well. So, but for me, that's not a plight that this is why I said it's not who you love and what you deal with don't affect me, is because when I go home at night, I'm not laying up with somebody that I can't have that conversation with. You know what I'm saying? I'm not partnering up with someone, for me, that can express how they've gone through things and I express them as well, because it's hard. As a black woman, I come home and I tell you that I'm experiencing, my boss is trying to sexualize me because he has a fetish for black women, right? I come home, I tell you it's going to enrage you, but it's going to enrage you not just because I'm your woman. It would enrage you because you understand what's happening to me. You understand it beyond just disrespect and violation physically. It's disrespect and violation culturally to me, to you, ancestrally. It's happened to, so you understand.
Yeah. So
I'm not personally going that I love black men. That's my preference. I prefer black men. I've never been outside of my race. I don't think there's anything wrong. That's their plight. If that's what listen, what a person loves does not bother me at all. I mean,
so the reason why I even turned the corner to go this way, and it's a reason why, it's a method to this madness. Right now, there's a humongous problem in the society we live in now. For the first time ever, I believe last year, Latinos and Hispanics, they now make up a greater percentage of this country than black people do. For the first time ever, it's flipped. So we're no longer the top minority, right? We have situations now where you have Latinos and Hispanics who have adapted or who've adapted to or who aspire to be more like white people. And their ideologies of they take on the mindset of some of the most racist viewpoints of black people that you would ever fucking want to see. You have a lot of Latinos and Hispanics who buy into white people's theories about black people being lazy, being selfless, being thieves, being non-conformative to American society, not taking advantage of the different things that America has to offer, and they look at us just like that. For example, in Florida, the majority of the Cuban population in Florida, they have a Republican tint to them, and not just a Republican tint based on their political beliefs, but they have more of a Southern Republican tint to where they don't like black people, and they aspire to be like white people, and they live their lives trying to prove to white people that they're nothing like the niggas who they are oftentimes compared to by the people who dominate the society. In California, especially in Southern California, we have situations where there's a large influx of Mexicans, Latinos, and South and Central Americans who come to this country and they come to this country with preconceived notions that has been beamed across the world to them by people who control the media. It's not black people. And so they come to this country with preconceived notions that black people are everything negative that the white media has said that we are. And so therefore, like for example, Latinos by and large voted for, and Hispanics and Mexicans, they voted for Donald Trump by droves. And then as soon as Donald Trump get into office, he showed them what black people have always known, that you can't trust. See, a lot of the Latinos and Hispanics and Cubans, they don't have the education through historical teachings that black people have. They're minorities, but they don't have the experience that black people have had as the slaves, as the descendants of slaves in this country. So you have them, they've been tricked in believing that it's American pie. And
Face, I got a question.
Yes.
Do you agree with Trump getting sending people back to their countries?
Yes.
Do you agree? Do you understand why he doing what he doing? What he said, why he's doing?
Yeah,
I totally agree with him. He made a lot of sense when he said all they doing is coming here to America to take up all our jobs when nobody in America can get jobs. Now the jobs is now you got people out of jobs, okay? And to take the money and send it back to their country, which will make our money is worth more than theirs, and now they're rich off our money. He said we can't go to their country and send their money back here and get rich. So why the fuck should they be able to come here and take up our jobs and even take our money and send it back to their countries? I'm with that.
So let me chime in on that, right? So one of the things that so this is politics and it's education at the same time that jams that point. Most of the Latinos that are or most of the foreigners, let's talk about the Latinos, for example, and Hispanics and Mexicans, right? Most of them are coming over to this country with a skill set that has really been lost to us as a people. A lot of the Mexicans that I know and Latinos and Hispanics that I know, they come over to this country not as criminals. They come over to this country armed with a skill set that is not taught in the school systems no more, like vocational trades. Like when I was coming up, you had carpentry, you had plumbing, you had electrical shit, you had masonry, right? You had all kinds of shit. They took that out of the school system. So we are all focused on things that had nothing to do with building and maintaining and maintenance society as a whole. So a lot of black people, like in the urban community, they don't have a skill set to do a motherfucking thing. So when they mind, the only thing they can do is sell dope or shoot basketball or run with a fucking football, right? Most of the Latinos are coming over here with a skill set. And so that's why most of them, if they choose to be successful, they will be successful because they can offer this country something. I don't believe that people should be restricted from coming to this country because of their race or their nationality. If you have something to offer, I believe that, because that's how all the rest of these, you had white people, you had Irish, Italians, and other traditionally white or Caucasian people come over here. It couldn't do a motherfucking thing, right? So I don't think, I think that there is racial undertones in the people who are trying to stop other nationalities from coming to this country. And I believe that a lot of Trump's policies being motivated by people behind him who have nefarious intentions and who really hate everybody other than Caucasian white people, Anglo-Saxon white people. So it's a fine line. And I think it is you have to take in consideration the overall politic of a person who's making a decision like that. Donald Trump is a racist motherfucker. He's always been a racist motherfucker. He's been sued by millions of tens of thousands of black people in New York when the empire that his father had, the housing, was discriminating against black people and redlining black people. So do I think there's some racial undertones to it? Yeah, I think it is. But just because there is, or there may be racial undertones to it, I think there's less about who comes to the country, and it's more about the policies and the benefits that people who are not citizens get that the citizens of the United States of America, specifically black people, can't get. Like, for example, I travel a lot. I drive a lot. Last year, I think 2 years ago, I was driving up from Texas, and when I got to around the St. Louis area, or I was near St. Louis, right, the Ozark Mountain area, right, I came to a rest stop, and I didn't even think about it because I was tired. I got to use the bathroom. I walked into a rest stop, and there was a crowd of people standing around the entryway. Now, most Americans who travel the freeway, we don't fucking congregate in front of the doors of fucking rest stops. We know to get the fuck to the side. You hear me? So I thought about it, like, I had to weed through this shit, right? So when I came out, same thing, I got to weed through this shit. So I noticed that all I heard was Spanish. I looked up and I had heard, because that's when the Super Bowl had happened, and I had heard that the Biden administration were allowing illegal immigrants into this country by the tens of thousands and was busting them in via San Diego and then dispersing them to sanctuary cities like Philadelphia, Chicago, Detroit, right? And so I looked. As I was leaving the thing, it was 2 buses. They were all white. They had Virginia license plates on them, blacked out windows. It was not a Greyhound. There wasn't no people mover ass bus. These were Virginia license plate buses. I still had a video right now on my phone. And so I looked at CNN that weekend, and it was scandals that were coming out. And I have a friend who works for the Department of Human Services, right, in Detroit, right, who gave me memos that came from the White House where it detailed, and I can send to you. I think I did send to you, Henny, where I sent all the stuff about all of the stuff that the immigrants were getting, the benefits they were getting. Mm-hmm. So now I understand why the Indians, when they moved to this country, not Native American Indians, but the Indians from India, why they live in the house. There's 7, 8, 9, 10 of them in the house, right? I understand they're getting maximum cash benefits. When you have black people who are born and raised in this country, who are American citizens, you might get some food stamps, but you ain't getting no cash benefits, right? You have housing vouchers, clothing vouchers. They were giving them housing loans. They didn't even have a credit score at all. And they were giving these immigrants more benefits, and the immigrants were enjoying benefits that people who are American born didn't even enjoy. They were giving them $1,800 a month in cash benefits. Every person. So if you have 7 to 8 Indians in one house, all of them getting cash benefits, $1,800. And they were getting maximum food stamp benefits, all 8 people in the house. And they were giving them closing vouchers from Walmart. They were giving them vouchers for Home Depot. I have the memo right now where it spells out the policy. And in the city of Detroit, specifically in the Dearborn Heights area, where you see most of in the Southwest Detroit, Dearborn Heights area, they had to create a special task force of FIA workers to deal with the immigrants because the black and white FIA workers were complaining so loudly about how in the world the government was giving all these benefits to immigrants, but at the same time denying black people and white people from getting these same benefits. So they had to remove and put a special task force of people in there to approve and to grant these benefits. And baby, I'll tell you this, and I'm sure you can too, Henny, that you had Arabs and Chaldeans and Indians pulling up to the FIA office in Detroit, on the southwest side of Detroit, in Bentleys, Range Rovers, and Benzes. And they came in there with Chanel, Pucci, Gucci, and everything else on. If you black or if you poor white person and you walk into an FIA office and they see a foreign car out there anywhere, your ass getting cut off. Mm-hmm. So there's a lot going on. There's a lot of complexities. There's a lot of things there's a lot of nuances that need to be talked about and can be talked about when it comes to race. And I know it may sound like, well, Dogface said some racist shit, so it's offensive to people. But I'm just of the mind state that we as a people, we have to be more kind-hearted and more understanding with ourselves and with our women, because those of us who know, we know that we have been purposely set against each other. And we're so hard on each other. And we're so unforgiving to each other. Meanwhile, we'll give the benefit of the doubt to people who don't look like us and don't give a fuck about us. So that is like the cornerstone principle of where I was going with that.
So we need to start protecting each other.
That part.
But
yes,
it takes unity.
It's for sure. It's like this. You know how a person, like my mother always taught me, how you respect that person is how they're gonna respect you. You know what I'm saying? Meaning, if I disrespect my mama in front of a whole bunch of people, they're gonna disrespect my mama. They're gonna think it's okay to disrespect my mama. But if I'm respecting her, it's like if I respect the way I would do my husband, for instance, if me and my husband in the street and people see me dogging my husband out and just horn him, they're gonna have that same type of respect, like he a weak ass nigga. People not gonna respect my man. But if I'm respecting him, or it's other way around, if you're respecting her, people will respect her. It's like you disrespecting her in front of your family ain't gonna like her or respect her. You know what I'm saying? By the way you treat a person. So yeah, that's if we protect each other and respect each other, people on the outside of our race will have no choice but to respect us. You know what I'm saying? Because they see the way we do each other. Sometimes you can force something by the way that you move too. If we respect each other, protect each other, it's gonna make other people have no choice but to do the same.
I agree with that.
Black people. So listen, I don't live in a black community. I don't. And I'm not embarrassed or ashamed to say I don't. You know why? I ain't got no motherfucking time to be trying to figure out what no nigga finna do to me. Exactly. I don't want my motherfucking kids to get shot down like dogs in the street because some gang bang motherfuckers have decided that they don't like the color another motherfucker wearing, right? And some people say, well, that's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of like, that's like some racist shit to say, right? I don't got time to be putting my family's life in danger trying to prove no motherfucking pro-black ass point around this motherfucker. I'm going to move my family to some place where the likelihood of them getting caught up in a drive-by shooting is lower.
Yeah.
Some people don't say that's wrong. Some people say that wrong. I should stay in and struggle. I'm not. No. I'm not struggling with my kid's life. I may roll in the mud with these motherfucking Negroes, but not my motherfucking kids. So we all have different outlooks on ourselves, right? And black people at this point in time, and I always say this, right? So everybody starts talking about racism. Hey, listen, you can take off this planet right now everybody who doesn't like who would seek to destroy black people. You can the Aryan Nation, the Ku Klux Klan, skinheads, neo-Nazis, motherfucking all the MAGA supporters, everybody, the white ring, I hate black people ass. You can take them all away. You can wipe them off the face of the earth right now, and the problems that tear us apart and turn us against each other as black people are still going to exist because we've been successfully trained. We've been successfully conditioned to hate each other. Now, like I said about in Detroit, if you're in Detroit, Detroit is a black city. In Detroit, we're not worried about white people, like civilian white people, doing shit to us. When we go out on 7 Mile or on Joy Road or Gratiot or East Warren or Puritan or 8 Mile, ain't no black person worried about no white person doing shit to them. When black people go get CPLs and start clutching pistols, when motherfuckers who don't have CPLs keep a gun on them because you know you gotta have one, they ain't worried about no white person doing shit to them.
Worry about your own kind doing
worry about our own goddamn kind.
Mm-hmm.
Or we worry about a cop. And then the brother said we worry about the white cop. Listen, in Detroit, we ain't the worst kind of cop you can run into, and not a white cop. It's a nigga.
It's a nigga.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure it's probably the same way in other urban cities, right? The last thing I'm worried about is a Derek Chauvin in Minneapolis, Minnesota. They do exist everywhere, but in Detroit, I've had numerous running in with the police, right? White and black. And the ones who gave me the most motherfucking understanding, it was
the white one.
It was the white ones.
Mm-hmm.
It was the black ones. Like Ice Cube say, don't let it be a black and a white cop. Because that black police is going to show out for the white cop and do your ass dirty. That's a fact. That happened with me in 2018, where I got pulled over by a black and white cop. And the black cop was on all bullshit. The white cop was like, whoa, maybe you might be taking this too far. It wasn't even, it was like he was obviously taking this shit too far. And I hadn't even did shit wrong. So there's a lot of things a lot of issues that we had, and we can't tackle those issues in one conversation, of course. But there are so many different dynamics that exist that are negative, and we're fighting against people who want to see us destroyed, and we also fighting against ourselves. And no nation of people ever can redeem or rebuild themselves when they're so prone to and quick to criticize and ridicule each other and seek to destroy and hinder each other. Like Henny said earlier, we don't have a culture. It's even deeper than that. We don't have any binding tissue that makes us believe that we are even black people. Don't even feel like we relate to each other no more. We black out of coincidence. Doing Reconstruction and doing the Jim Crow South, and before this integration thing went crazy, we were forced into communal type situations where we had to partake it with each other and enjoy each other, or try to at least. We had to do business with each other because we couldn't do business with other races, nationalities, because our money wasn't good to them, except, and when we did do business with other nationalities, they gave us inferior products. So there are a lot of things that's going on with black people. It'll take a year to talk about all this shit, right? But the one thing that we know is that we are so firmly set against each other, to the point now to where politicians, white, green, blue, and purple, they use one segment of black society against the other, and they divide us, and they use us and offer us shit that they ain't gonna fulfill. And that's what's happening right now. And that's why when we think about, so maybe I'll ask the question, do I feel like Donald Trump or his administration is right for deporting Hispanics? Or they deport every goddamn body except Caucasian white people. Do I feel like he's right? I had a conversation with Juice the other day, and the question this is off the air, like, should immigrants be forced to learn to become proficient in English? Should they be forced or should they be required to learn English, how to read the signs and traffic signs and shit like that? And I said, hell yeah, because I've been in a situation where I've been in LA, I've been in New York, and it's some shit. Motherfuckers, I don't know who gave them a fucking driving license. they didn't go where I went because these motherfuckers don't got a clue.
For real.
So how do we? So when it comes to when it comes to YouTube, when it comes to social media, we talked about how when the T app became popular, the first rendition of the T app was the T app against men. And I said, Henny, and I haven't talked to you in a while, why were black women the most happy, seemingly, to participate in exposing their own men via the T app? When, like you just said, we already have issues with each other. We already have distrust. We already have feelings of not being protected. We already have the outer societal issues that affect us both, men and women. Why were black women who understand that there's issues between us already, why were they so happy? Why were they so good? The black women, by and large, I seen a poll that came out about a week ago. Black women rushed to the T app to expose everything they thought about a black man that they knew. You didn't see Indian women. You didn't see Latino women, Cuban women, Mexican women, Honduran. You didn't see Chinese, Japanese women running to the T app.
Because they're toxic.
And bitter.
Very much so. Because there's no way I'm going to jump on an app and do all that. Now, granted, I have my homegirls and all of that, and we have in the past, we get around each other. We got our little bottle and we hanging out. We have girl talk. We start chatting, and that's how we communicate about what's going on with us and a particular person. But to go on an app and expose, I don't know what the purpose of it was, because there are some women who get off on that type of toxicity. So while you out here talking about this man has got devil penis, there's somebody out there that want to try it.
And it's five girls that got murdered off that app too.
See what I'm saying? Like, I've never understood that part of the game. Exposing women, exposing men. Mm-mm.
Look, there's a lot of people on that app. Just when I read, because I don't have it, my cousin have it, and when she showed me literally the other day, I was very amazed. They do not let you screenshot, or you will be blocked off the app. The things they were saying about these men, they got herpes. Other girls coming on there, it's other girls that can come on there and speak and say if they mess with them. And I'm like, this is an app full of bitter bitches. Like, these are bitter bitches putting these people up here.
Now, I could see if this was an app that was something like, okay, I have paperwork and I've got proof that this person is a sexual deviant. Okay, I can understand that, because now here's your proof. You've got paperwork, you got charges, you've been to court with this dude, stay away from this dude, females beware. Or I was dealing with this dude dude gave me something, boom, here's the paperwork or whatever. That's something different. But even with that, I wouldn't even subscribe. Like, I wasn't a part of the T app thing. I didn't even know the damn app existed until dudes got female. And look, it's supposed to be an app for females, and dudes were able to get females to infiltrate and get them into this app. So it's like, I don't participate in that. And the sad part is, like you said, some people have been taken away from this world behind that app. And for people to still be on it to this day is diabolical.
They made a girl one. They made a female one now. They made a female one.
They did. Of course. You see, this is what I'm saying. Didn't I say we toxic?
I'm over this shit. I don't even know where this shit come from.
The ironic thing about it is that the male version of the T app was actually created first, but during the development, they released the one for women first. So when I saw the male version come out, I think I posted it to sign up, man. Right
now, why would you see? Now you up here asking us about women, but you telling men to go sign up.
Yes, I did.
Toxic as fuck.
What you see on there, Dogface?
That nigga say sign up.
It was some shit on there. Hey, Juice.
What up, though?
That male version of T app is some shit on there.
Get out of here. I didn't even know they had the male version.
Yeah. Link in my bio.
Look at this. But then y'all gonna condemn the women. Y'all all for it. Yeah, give us a T app. Yeah. And we sitting here as women saying this shit is fucking what? But you championing it, Dogface. See, toxic.
Oh no, I didn't say I champion.
Yeah, you telling men to sign up and you seeing stuff on it, so you was on it. You toxic. You're toxic.
The irony of it is that black women by the droves didn't mind, they didn't have a bone to pick with other black women. I didn't see black women checking black women about, hey, sis, you might not want to do that because we already have issues of distrust. We already feel like our men don't protect us. So do we think it's going to get better by exposing them?
Don't try to turn the tables and use reverse psychology. You over there talking about Lincoln bio and all of that, and you champion for the male version. Nah. All that shit is toxic.
Well, hey, get back a motherfucker, ain't it?
See, look, petty. See
Ain't
what
no
I'm saying?
hell.
You
Ain't no hell.
everything
Ain't no
I
hell like a
said
man
right.
scorn.
Dogface, God said he'll fight your battles, not you fight your own.
No, we're gonna fight our own battle. We straight. We can help us when we need your help. We call you. Right now it's up.
Right now it's up.
It's up right now. We call on God when it get too heavy for our shoulders to bear.
Well, guess what? Them bitter toxic females, they called on the T-app because it was too much for them to bear. Now look.
And they all drink cut water.
You see how that goes? And y'all drink out the toilet.
Damn. Hey, Boogie.
You a dog. You drink out the toilet.
I didn't say that. That's Boogie said that. Now, Boogie, you see that? You see how a solid Shakur.
All them girls on
You started it, dog face. You started it. You be starting all this shit. We be
said they was toxic.
You see how your sister, your soul sister,
Boogie, you toxic? You on that male T app?
You said they was toxic.
No. Are you on the male T app? Yeah,
no, I don't even know how to sign up.
Yeah,
I ain't on there.
Boogie signing up right now. He just with
the he on his other phone. Like, let me see. Let me get up in
He's
here.
doing it right now while we
link in my bio.
See, look at dog face. Link in my bio.
You on motherfucker.
No, but I still stand by what I said. Like that's just unnecessary drama. It's unnecessary distraction as well. That's another thing. We distracted as a people.
Listen.
Got enough distractions.
It's so toxic and so a waste to even go on the T app because a bitter person could put you on there. You know what I'm saying? And they don't even have to be true with the fuck they're saying because they're mad. They can say anything. So that app is really trash. You're gonna go see a person in the light of a hater who's mad. So you reading up on them, they saying that they did this and this and that, and it might not even be true. There's a lot of bitter people on there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, that's what I heard, that there was allegations being put on people, but there's nothing to back up what you're saying. Like, that's defamation of character when you're doing stuff like that.
And then they let you go on there anonymous. You know, that's what's so fucked up.
So let's switch beats for a second, right? So we have an incident. Over the last 3-4 days, the young thing has erupted all over the place.
Are we back on Young Thug after going all the way around?
Yeah, we got to get this news in, Henry. So QCP responded to the audio of Young Thug. And he posted on his story, he says, imagine some broke-ass rats like Young Thug and Pee Wee Ratsko trying to run a rat narrative on me and all my niggas I love. And he says, and all my niggas I love with these hoe-ass niggas knowing how these niggas talk about me. I'm going to say this for the last time. I'm not no street nigga. I'm a taxpaying citizen and running a business, and I'm taking care of my family. All the street niggas is broke, dead, or in jail. Why do y'all continue to glorify this shit? Streets been dead. Y'all niggas get a city a bad name. He says, and by the way, I ain't never been in no courtroom on no niggas, sat in the interrogation room, running no niggas' names, and I don't speak on the dead, so I don't care enough to even explain the situation. Y'all boys, the police. Y'all niggas mad because y'all not me.
See that's where he be messing up at right there and saying something for the simple fact that he did all he did. You know what I'm saying?
All that police shit.
Right. And then now you want to come and try to justify, keep saying you running the business now. We understand you running the business now. And you trying to down talk the streets, but you got your break from the streets first. You know what I'm saying? And then you made that, what they call it, the mistake by telling on somebody. You made a mistake telling on somebody, you know what I'm saying? And now you want to justify that with saying fuck the streets now. But you make all the money you made, how you got rich is off these street lyrics. Your motherfucking artists ain't rapping no gospel song. They rapping about the streets, making up fake stories like they living that life, confusing our children, thinking this the way to live. You feel me?
Once a nigga say he a taxpaying citizen, he know he fucked up.
That man say he's a taxpaying citizen. Leave him and the hell alone.
You know he done fucked up once he say I'm a taxpaying citizen. Right. You know you done fucked up, right? Like,
but nah, I'm saying the part with
the first thing though.
You don't know why motherfuckers still talking the street shit and this, that, and other. How you gonna be a hypocrite and that's the shit you made all that money off of is the street shit they talking about. You feel me? That's hypocritical than a motherfucker. He shouldn't have said a motherfucking thing. You feel me? You just a rat. All that make you is a rat with money. That don't make it because you got money that take away your faults. Money don't clear up your resume. You still
justifying rat.
See, they let this new generation let money dictate a motherfucking status. No, that just make you a rich whatever you are. If you a lion, you a rich lion. You a rat, you a rich rat. That don't make it where that take away the rat part because you got money. You can't buy that off. You rather stand on that. 6ix9ine, the only motherfucking, I hate to say it, but he the only rat that stood on what he did. Everybody else try to sway and make justifications and say it's not so, and have everybody else into it trying to defend that shit when it is what it is. We heard what we heard. You feel me? They ain't hard to comprehend it. You either did or you didn't. Ain't no in between.
Was hating on me the whole time. The whole ass pussy.
Who that, Woody?
Oh, Hellcat. But one more time, my homegirl Hellcat, she going crazy.
But the killing part, they going to a bunch of other guys with rap accusations on them to conjure up a group of trying to justify who ratted, who didn't, what's the qualifications of a rat and all that. Well, what the fuck what we going through listening to that? You feel me? That became the biggest thing in the algorithm of all these rats. You feel me? And then Rollo steady trying to clear himself, but then he ha giggling with 6ix9ine. You a rat supporter. Same thing with Wack 100. He trying to say the rules, the rat. Who gave him the motherfucking gospel to say he write the rules? Who the fuck is him? You feel me? When he the biggest rat supporter, the biggest hypocrite and everything else, that nigga ain't shit either. You feel me? He think because he run around with all the guys with the biggest platform, that give him the motherfucking right to say what goes and what don't go. Fuck him too. You feel me? That's the whole thing. Motherfucker got to be able to, don't need another motherfucker opinion of what you think. I don't need a motherfucker to tell me what to think. You feel me? I comprehend the shit my motherfucker self. Look at this goofball here.
So listen. So Henny, one of the things that Henny said that she wanted to address was Wack 100's new rules to ratting. He dropped 10 new reframed and reshaped rules to what ratting is in the hood, in the black community, in the urban community, since we the only one gives a fuck about that. You don't hear white people hollering about who told on what. I want to play this audio for you guys, and I want to know what you think, because he lists the 10 new rat rules.
Act jumped on it, and his narrative is if people like you, then you ain't that. And he right. Now I'm not gonna say he ain't that, but I know the dude. I got some respect for the dude, so I just won't disrespect his name. Now Gunna, I'll call him a rat. Thug, I'll tell you what he did in the interrogation room is against the rules. He shouldn't have did it. He said too much, did too much. There's no explanation for that. He's dead wrong.
So, Henny, let's start with you. He acknowledges that what Thug did was wrong. He went too far. He did too much. He was dead ass wrong. Then he goes on to say, but I'm not going to.
But I won't disrespect his name because, you know, that's my partner, man. You know what I'm saying? That's my partner. I ain't going to even sit here and lie. Am I selected politics? A little bit. I'm not telling you, no, that ain't what it is. But I'm not going to disrespect my man's name. I hope Thug would understand that.
Henny,
Yes.
how you feel about that, Henny? How you feel about Wack 100 coming down and handling Young Thug with kid gloves because that's his man's?
Didn't I just say that that's going to be the only person that's going to quote unquote be able to play Super Save a Hole with Young Thug?
You did say that.
Wack is the rat whisperer. Okay, he is Master Splinter at its finest. He's got a platinum belt in ratism. So anybody, he's a safe haven. He's a safe haven for snitches.
Yeah, I agree.
That's exactly what it is. He gonna keep their wheels turning.
And use them for content for himself.
Exactly. And he's not going to smut him out because he's going to slut him out on that Wack trick blade that I told y'all about later on. If Thug get into a jam, Wack going to be that helping hand that ends up keeping him in his pocket.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this part. It's gonna be really good. I'm gonna love this part.
I can't believe he actually came on here and called himself trying to change the narrative on how to go about judging a rap. No, nobody asked that motherfucker.
Watch this.
I'm waiting for us to get through it. I'm waiting.
Watch this.
So today we coming up with the New Testament. What we feel the new rules of the street should be. And I expect all of y'all to make this go viral, right? Because we gonna go from 1 to 10 with a bonus one. That last one, a lot of y'all probably ain't gonna like, but some of y'all old school dudes ain't gonna like. Let's start with number 1. New Testament rules of the street, number 1. You can snitch on somebody who snitched on you first. Mm-hmm. Hey, that's the first new rule that's being proposed for the New Testament of the streets. Rule number 1, you can snitch on somebody who snitched on you first. That means if y'all get busted, dude come back there and say, hey man, your man just gave you up. What? Play the recording? Yeah, man, you know, the guns under the seat was yours. You know, that was all his. Now you can say, what? Matter of fact, not only them ain't my guns, he got a style spot up under the air conditioning unit. Listen, man, we just going off of what we see the youngsters gravitating to. You know, this is from me, but it's what I'm seeing the youngsters doing because I'm tired of arguing with y'all. So rule number 1 of the New Testament of the streets, you can snitch on somebody who snitched on you first. Number 2, now I like this one. After 10 years, however it falls, with no incident, one can cross back over to being a civilian with no expectation of the streets or its set. Can't call him about nothing. He all the way back civilian mode. So if y'all want to go over there playing with him, he can treat you like a civilian. 911 operator. Yes. Some dudes are at my door. Do you know who they are? I definitely know who they are. They're from my old day. You know they can do all that time. Again, this is the mentality that I think best fits the new generation.
How y'all come down on those first 2?
Dog. this crazy for him to even come up with this type of stuff, but only a rap motherfucker would have came up with some shit like that. A real motherfucker wouldn't even had these type of thoughts to come up with some shit like this, dog. That's for one. What real motherfucker come up thinking of writing some?
You
rap
gotta
rules?
pay attention, Juice. He didn't come up with this shit. These young niggas did. That's
These
how they
young niggas,
playing.
right? This is how they
They
play.
playing it like this. He didn't come up with this shit. He say, since these motherfuckers playing it like this, well, here, we finna just go ahead and solidify this shit right now.
And that's what I'm saying. Only a rat ass nigga would have came thinking that'd be cool to try to come on social media worldwide and try to solidify that shit. That's all I'm saying. Ain't no real nigga taking the time out, even entertaining the thought of coming up with some rap rules. You feel
Let me just say this. He has no business rewriting anything. Like I said, he denounces the streets. He detests the streets.
And
He goes in on the streets every time he can, and he is a confidential informant. And there's no way in hell that he should be out here rewriting history. I don't give a damn if an infant came and whispered it in his ear, or if a holy child from another dimension said, "Here, write this down." He is not the messenger. He has no business. And who the fuck ever made it safe for this type of behavior? Maybe because we old school, we don't get it.
All right, so let's keep on listening.
Number 3, a man has 72 hours to take his case. If his action led to another man being arrested, if you left something in another man's car, home, without telling them, or that man can speak his truth. That means you didn't use my car, you brought it back to me. I jumped into it, hit some corners, police pulled me over, find something that ain't mine, that's yours. Hey, homie, what's up with it? Yeah, homie, I got pulled over. They found something in my whip, something that I know ain't mine. Now, within that 72 hours, I said 72 hours because maybe you got to get your bail money, go bust a couple moves, do a few things, get your women. If you got more than one, get them, what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Sell cars, something, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And then go up there and claim your stuff. If not, that man can speak his truth. Hey, man, DA, I want to talk to you. I mean, listen, man, again, this ain't how I feel it should go.
How y'all feel about that?
The same way I felt with the first two.
That nigga said go up there and claim your shit.
Maybe y'all.
And catch your case. Or I'm snitching. You got 72 hours before I snitch on you.
And that
nigga said, hey, y'all got something that's mine.
Because the police picked up the wrong motherfucker. Why should a motherfucker have to come and confess to some shit and they don't know they did it just because they picked up the wrong guy? You supposed to go in there and fight that, not be talking about you got 72 hours or I'm giving you up. See, he's a rat instructor and shit. This motherfucker, internet motherfucker informant. You feel me?
He's the rat whisperer because he putting this stuff out here and these YNs are going to be out here going off of it. Watch.
Right, for real. Because this ain't the game. The young niggas I know ain't playing the game like this. You feel me? I'm not even gonna let him put that on YNs. This his thoughts.
But this is the same dude.
That's truly his thoughts.
He trying to get rats accepted. You feel me? He want that shit to be accepted amongst the people and shit. No, motherfucker, you not accepted.
But this is the same dude who has made it okay and safe for civilians to talk tough and that gangster shit on people who will really body them.
Right, and I hate motherfuckers be thinking they can involve themselves in gangster shit and then want to holler, I'm a civilian. Well, stay your motherfucking ass in the civilian line. You feel me? You get over here in this gangster shit, there's rules in the gangster shit that ain't the same rules as the civilian rule. So either you go be a civilian and stay over there and stay the fuck out of gangster shit and don't say 2 words about no gangster shit. Don't get involved with no gangster shit. Leave the room, leave the conversation. You feel me? Because if you jump into this gangster shit, so the rules apply to you too if you over here in this shit.
Yeah.
You feel me? You don't get to say that. You want to be active, but when shit get real, you want to, I'm a civilian again. No, stay the fuck over there. Don't straddle the motherfucking fence. This ain't that.
All right, so let's keep going.
These are the new rules that I feel best fits the new generation the New Testament of the streets. Number 4, if a man takes a charge for another man and they agree that the bond and the lawyer fees is supposed to be taken care of, and you breach that agreement, the man who took the charge can then cooperate against you. This is the new rule of the streets. Man take a charge for you. You get what I'm saying? Yo, man, take that, homie. I got you, homie. I'm gonna make sure your kids, everybody straight, your bills, attorney, all that. I'm gonna bail you out. You're gonna fight it from the street, my word. And you take that. And that man breaches that agreement, then that man that took that, he can go speak his truth. However he feels he want to speak his truth. Okay? For those of y'all just pulling up, we are reading the new rules, the New Testament of the streets. We got the Old Testament. We already know what the Old Testament is. You know, if I got to go to the Old Testament when it comes to telling this, you cannot, under any circumstances, give information to law enforcement that involves any other name outside of yourself. You cannot. It don't matter how it go. Nigga, throw something by you, seen him throw it, you can't say that. You got to beat it, fingerprint it. I don't know what you got to do. But these days, things is a little different. Gunna told he didn't tell. Thug told he didn't tell. Buster Richie told he didn't tell. This dude told he ain't told. OG, gangster from Santana down there, he told he didn't tell. Oh, it was this, or it was that. Oh, yeah, we see he signed the cooperation agreement declaration. So listen, but them dudes fall up under the Old Testament. I fall up under the Old Testament. This here, what I'm reading, is the New Testament of the streets. We on number 4. And for those that just joining us, y'all can go on back, review this, or I might go on through them. We going to number 5. Okay, let's go to number 5. Number 5.
I'm proud of this shit, too.
The leader, a boss,
I don't like this.
Can have a paid fall guy that's agreed upon to snitch on to free himself.
Pause it.
Y'all get what that means, right? That means, let's say you got a shot caller, OG baller, big ball on the block, the rapper, whatever. And hey, homie, I'm finna pay you every month. $2,500, $5,000 a month. I'm balling. I'm gonna pay you every month, homie. But if I ever get in some trouble, they ever run up in my spot, find something, I'm gonna tell them it's yours. You get what I'm saying? And this is agreed upon. Look, so this is the New Testament, the new rules of the street. We're gonna get this out here because this is what's going on. People are being confused about what snitching is and what snitching ain't. So what we gonna do? We gonna keep the OGs under the Old Testament, and this new and improved thing we got going on out here, y'all under the New Testament.
This nigga said, reserve a rat.
Right.
That you have a person that agrees for you to rat on them, for them to take the charges for you. Rent a rat services now.
Right. Listen to him. But the rules are already written. Who qualified him to rewrite the street rules?
This is what I'm asking.
You feel me? You ain't even played the game hard enough to be qualified to say you rewrite some motherfucking rule. He really think because he run around there and dictate what go on with them square ass motherfuckers he running with doing podcast. He really the shit because they got big platform. That shit they let you get that shit off over there. That shit don't read over here. You feel me?
All right, let's keep on going.
That's number 5. Number 6. If you pillow talk with your woman or family and it leads to an arrest of an individual and the information originated from you, you get the snitch jacket. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Just if your wife's name is Jacqueline Hernandez and the paperwork say Jacqueline Hernandez gave us this information, and God dang well Jacqueline didn't know nothing about that move because it was 2:00 in the morning. It wasn't nobody but you and Jacqueline's husband. and they done came and got you, and the witness is Jacqueline Hernandez. You know Jacqueline's husband, pillow talk. Therefore, although the paperwork may say Jacqueline Hernandez, Jacqueline husband, your homie, you get the snitch jacket. Yeah, that's.
Now that one.
I agree with that one. Shit. Nigga, what you tell your bitch for?
Yeah, but he says she don't get the snitch jacket at all.
Right. How she don't get it?
She wasn't even supposed to know. Man,
but
she's the one that told.
And she wasn't supposed to repeat it either.
Well, they both get the snitch jacket.
That's what we said. He said she don't get it.
Right.
Oh no, they both getting it. But shit, I'm more worried about that nigga getting it. Cause shit, I expect the female to tell. That's why you don't tell them nothing.
Wait a minute. Why is that?
Cause that's just what 99% of females do.
Niggas tell them more than females, Boogie.
Exactly.
Niggas tell them way more than females is.
And a lot of us know a lot of street shit that
no,
they
they not.
never said.
Niggas hey, look.
Yes, they are.
Niggas is telling, but females telling too. Man,
that's not
telling.
That's not true.
I ain't telling no female.
No, sometimes a female is the most solid on your team.
As far as the street shit, in most criminal cases that I've been dealing with, I've been catching cases for over 30 years. The most motherfuckers that be telling is the nigga, your rappy and nigga running with you with your ops and shit. It don't be females tell, but not like these niggas in the game.
Shit, most of the motherfuckers that's in it is niggas. That's why it's gonna be most niggas that tell.
No, because there's some females that will tell.
So what do you mean? It's
that
most niggas that's in it, so it's gonna be most niggas that tell. So it's only one way.
So that's why we said it. You said more women. You said more women tell them.
Exactly.
I'm saying 99%, not just 99. The women that's playing the game, 99% of the women telling. It's only 1% that ain't telling. So
that ain't true.
That's not true.
Man, these females ain't taking no charge for no nigga. They telling just like these niggas telling. But of course, it's more niggas telling because there's more niggas playing the game.
It's not true. There are a lot of females sitting in the Bing right now because they wouldn't snitch on their dude.
And he told on his niggas.
That's the 1%. That's the 1%. Listen, that's the 1%. I'm not saying every single female. That's the 1%. Majority of the females is telling. Majority. You got that 1% that's standing strong.
No.
1%. Females are built off doing that. They built off that.
No, that be them females you deal with, Boogie.
Is 1%. You in the one. If you don't, you in the 1%.
Boogie is more than 1%. It's way more than 1%. It's more.
Wait, we gotta remember he supports Charleston White.
No. Hey Boogie, hey Boogie. Hey Boogie. You see how your people just turn in, Boogie?
You see how she just
try to instigate nothing. Don't do that.
Here we go.
It's going to you too. Yeah, this is the New Testament of the streets. Number 7. If your spouse, husband or wife, boyfriend or girlfriend, or non-street individual calls the police, you can deal with it as a civilian and give statements to defend yourself.
Wait a minute. Time out.
Man, we see a lot.
Pause. Because that contradicts what he just said. Because 9 times out of 10, you pillow talking with a civilian female. So now if that civilian female goes and snitches, he gets a snitch jacket. But now he's saying if the civilian snitches, you can handle it like a civilian and snitch too. Which one is it?
Hey, look, 99% of females is what though? Civilians. It's 1% that's thugging.
You are not going to say that, Boogie. 1%.
That's only 1% of females that's thugging. It ain't, man, it's 1%.
That's not true, because they still females. They thugging. Man. There's a lot of those. It's more than 1%.
And Boogie, half them
Boogie,
men
what the
that's
fuck
out
is
there
up with you
thugging
with
move
the
like
1% in
females.
women?
Huh?
What is up
Say
with
that
you?
again.
Why are you? What is up with you with 1%? Of like everything got to be 1% with women, with black.
1%.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Like we got it's more. It's a lot of black good women out here. You know, you sitting here. I don't know.
We talk
And
about
if you,
female thugging. What you talk about? It's a lot of good women out here.
I mean,
What
like
that
you got,
don't even.
there's a lot
Wait
of
a minute.
strong gangster women out here. I'm going off your 1% of women that won't tell. You know what I'm saying?
You
Yeah,
part of the
a lot of-
1%.
No, it's more than that. It's a lot of good black women out here that's not going to tell. That's going to be quiet. They don't do that. Black women don't be telling.
You know how big 1% is in the world?
Wait a minute, but Boogie,
You know how
because
big 1% is in the world?
But wait a minute, because she thugging, she ain't a good woman.
No, that ain't. I ain't mean it like that. I was talking fast on that. I take that back. But what I'm saying,
women, and they strong women are strong. Why you think it's only 1% thugging? It's a lot of black women out here thugging hard.
And you got them women that's out there that will take
oh
them
my
trips
God.
upstate and get the packages and put the money on the
So
books
y'all
and
saying
all of
most
that stuff
women?
too.
So you telling me most women is thugging?
I ain't say most women, but there's a lot more. There's
All
a lot
right,
of women
then.
out there.
Majority of the
thugging.
women are regular. They're not thugging.
That's not true.
That's not true.
There's a lot of single mothers out here thugging out in them streets, making moves in the
Oh
whole nine
man.
yards.
How many men?
Man,
What's the percentage of men you feel thugging? What's the percentage of men you feel thugging?
I feel like it's 89% of men.
Shit, to the whole world. Hey, to the whole world. Well, shit, 1%.
So it's 1% men and 1% women.
1%.
Where the fuck is you getting this 1% from? Why? Who taught you this?
1%. 99% of the world is regular people. The 1% of the niggas who be thugging and shit, me, Dogface, Juice, some other niggas, is not too many of us. We the little, it's that much. It's a dot. It's only a dot that's thugging in the world. It's a dot.
And you're
It's a dot.
You're one of the you inside that dot, Boogie. You said
It's a 1%. 1%.
But you said you're thugging too, right?
You taking this shit literal as hell.
I just asked.
Hey, go ahead. I'm just gonna stick with my 1%. I'm sticking with my 1%.
Can we get 5%?
I ain't giving up 1%.
Dude didn't gang bang. That was this. He gave a statement on his wife. Wife done busted him in the mouth. He done did something. She done got up there and said, okay, I'm telling them, you got guns in the house. Police get there and say, well, she's a heroin addict. She's on crystal meth. She got crystal in the top drawer, in her panty drawer. You know it's hers. Hey, listen, if it's a marital spousal abuse or you get into it with your neighbor, regular dude, hey, listen, man, you can handle that as if you are a civilian. Straight up, give your statements, man. Okay, that's rule number 7 of the New Testament of the streets. Okay.
This
8. I like this one. Now I likes this one. My main man Ghost come up with this one. Shout out to Ghost from the Exposers. If you vouch for a civilian or non-street person to be part of your gang or street crew, and that person snitch, you and all the people that allowed it also gets the snitch jacket. Oh yeah. Let me tell you what this is talking about. See, the reason why I like this, because this is about to save a lot of them kids out there. A lot of them kids out there that's getting pressured and forced into gangs because people want them to hold things and do things and force them to do things. Let me go over this one again. This is New Testament of the Street, rule number 8. If you vouch for a civilian or a non-street person to be part of your gang or street crew, and that person snitches, you and all of the people that allowed this to happen, allowed this dude to get jumped in, agreed upon, y'all get this snitch jacket. Oh yeah, Because see, what happens is y'all go force these dudes. Y'all know these dudes ain't built like that, cut like that. Then you beat up on them. Then you tell them, go put some work in or go rob this. And they scared to get beat up on. They go do it, get caught, and then they tell. And then next thing you know, baby Pee Wee Herman told, right? I ain't using that name because my nigga Pee Wee from 40s, that's too close. Baby Cricket told. Now he in the county get beat up on, stabbed up, all this when you know God dang well, dude never wanted to be part of your gang. He just got tired of getting beat up, walking up and down the street. So this one right here is a good one.
So I got a
That's
question.
New Testament number 8. Number 9.
I got a question.
If you're
so he claims a set, right?
He does. He's Pyru.
And he's giving statements, right?
Right.
So that means that underneath this New Testament, that means that he would put his whole set in jeopardy. Is that what he's saying? And then I like the story that he gave because I could see him being that one that was getting beat up every day. You know,
that's how he knows it so well.
That's why he's so excited about it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I just wanted to clarify, make sure I was understanding correctly.
Right.
You get it. You heard what he said.
Celebrity character is what makes you a street ninja. You have immunity to the rules. Any snitching done prior to your fame is forgiven. See, that's like 6ix9ine. I came up with that one. I mean, shit. I got to give y'all reason to be a little upset with me. I came up with that one. I'm not putting that one on go. Let me read that. New Testament, Rules of the Streets for snitching, number 9. If your celebrity status, character is what makes you a street ninja, you have immunity to the rules. Any snitching done prior to your fame is forgiven. And while you the big old celebrity, because you in the booth faking, yeah, I killed the real, pack that steel, you know you's a buster, right? See, that's the problem. The people is taking these people serious. Y'all really hearing what they saying because they saying these things, they watching these movies, or they heard a story in the garage from their relative or something, and they go to the booth and they turn into these people. These are called alter egos. They really civilians. Real street dudes from the Old Testament can identify these type of people. Okay, that's number 9. Okay, we going to 10. Boy, my bone now, this 10. This is Ghost. If you are conducting legitimate business with the person or persons, and that person or persons involves you in street activity, you have the right to cooperate in any way you see fit. Now, Ghost, you winning your bag on this one, Ghost. You winning your bag on this one. I know a few of y'all just pulling up. We got 1,200 people up in here, 1144 to be exact, right? So I do need some of y'all to hit that subscribe button. I should gain at least 300-400 off this one. Okay, I know I've been gone, but give me a reason to come back. I wanted to see if the internet with the gutter of the YouTube streets was gonna die without me. It's dying. So this gonna give them a whole bunch of things to react. They're gonna call me all kind of things, but it's all right. I am a prophet. Yeah, I've been sent. I've been sent to speak because people listen to me when I preach. Okay. Now, that's number 10. If you are conducting legitimate business with the person or persons, and that person or persons involves you in street activity, you have the right to cooperate in any way you see fit. So that means, you know, if you got a warehouse and this is your legitimate warehouse and you fix motorcycles in this warehouse, I don't know why I use motorcycles, but for some reason, the spirit told me to go to motorcycles. And one of your workers, you know, he got 2-3 straps and, you know, an ounce of weed and 9 ounces of dope in a bag hidden in the locker somewhere in the back. And for some reason, something happened to happen. The police come through and they say, well, could we search, man? They say you got some stolen motorcycles. And you know you ain't got no stolen motorcycles. This is a legal business. Yeah, you can search, bro. I go on the paperwork to all my customers, and they find this work and these guns and this work, this yayo, as we call it, as this Old Testament. They find this yayo. You got the right to say, oh no, that's Jerry. That's Jerry Bag and Jerry Locker. I don't know nothing about that. You brought some street stuff to my legal business. That's what that rule is saying. Now that's from my brother Ghost came up with that one. The bonus rule, I came up with this one. We can call it Rule 11. And, to all my good people, y'all can go follow me, _ the 100 show, and DM me, go to the post that I got up about this, and, give me some more rules that y'all see fit. I go through them because I'm the rule maker with this. I'm writing the New Testament. Yeah, it took a dude from the Old Testament to write the New Testament. And I think I'm the best because I'm like third generation. Because a lot of them first and second generation, shout out to my OGs and my generals. Y'all know who y'all are because I called and check on y'all. And I salute y'all like I always have. But some of these old dudes that went bad 20, 30 years ago, we can't let them get involved in none of this. Now, 11 is going to affect a lot of you OG dudes. I'm going to catch some flack about this, but I think y'all going to agree. If you are found to be gay or down low, admittingly or exposed, you are deemed to be a civilian. All rank you have is to be stripped, and you are awarded your rainbow. Goddamn right. You're awarded your rainbow.
This bitch.
That motherfucker.
Boy, bastard.
Boogie, what you think about your man's new version of the street rules, street law?
I don't fuck with it. I stick to what I know. Yeah, I just stick to what I know. I ain't the young nigga.
That part.
We see you, Star. He didn't put an age on it. He said it's the new rule.
He said it's for the YNs.
Yeah, shit ain't. I don't follow rules anyway, nigga. So I damn sure ain't about to follow what Wack wrote down. Know about that shit.
For real. I'm just tripping on how he really took the time out and wrote this and had the nerve to come on out here and display it, like, you know what I'm saying?
The fact that he tried to act like it wasn't wrote by him, all that shit was wrote by him.
Right.
All of it. Then you gonna say the young niggas, the YNs, boy, bye. Ain't no motherfucking YNs saying no shit like that. If they did, niggas in the street is doomed.
And who told him that they listening to him? You feel me? Yeah. I ain't never seen none of them besides some wannabe artists trying to run behind him. I ain't seen no street niggas flocking to him or on no other social media talking about teaming up with Wack or Wack the man or none of that shit. Everything I hear it's disrespectful when his name come up. You feel he make motherfuckers lose their religion. You feel me?
Wack 100 is a bitch.
Ha! That's the understatement of the year. Y'all tuned into YouTube Streets, Public Figure Boogie TV. Hidden Say Reviews, everybody's favorite, or should I say least favorite? Look at her. When she put that red lipstick on, you know you got trouble.
Yeah, as soon as we get off air, we gotta have a talk. What the hell wrong with you, Hitty?
Hey, Boogie. Hey, Boogie. That's right, Boogie. Hey, Boogie. That's what I'm talking about, Boogie. You can't let it have freedom. Baby,
he didn't listen to Wack. He didn't listen to Wack and got strong. Right,
I see you trying to pipe up. Now you better pipe down. Come on now. I've been on the other side.
And y'all funny as hell.
Yeah, baby doll.
Yes, sir.
You've been cooking all day.
I'm tired.
You tired. Uncle Juice?
What up, though? Y'all tune in to the Beat Factory 313 Woe Stories podcast. You feel me? Y'all want to hear them true crimes and prison reform? Y'all tap in and check me out.
Public Figure Boogie TV.
Public Figure Boogie TV. Follow me on Instagram, YouTube. I'm disrespectful, so depending on what I'm talking about, if you don't really like disrespect, you probably ain't gonna like my channel. But y'all come on over there.
I got one question. Why did Henny play with me at the beginning of this podcast like that and have us going through all that when she knows that she purposefully?
First of all, why are you bringing up old shit?
That's
that
just
was
like a
4
woman.
hours ago.
Hey, ain't that a woman thing that she just did? You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
And I did not know, because normally when you turn your camera off, what happens is you just go with a little screen and it's,
Right.
your logo. I didn't know when I turn my camera off, it puts me into audio. That's something new that StreamYard did.
Right. Yeah, I didn't know it did that either. When it said you was like that, I'm like, this is something new.
Right. That's what I'm saying. And I've been telling all day, got new stuff on StreamYard. Henny, how did you find that fast?
Because something said, see if you turn your camera on, if you go on the screen.
So how do you turn it off, Henny? What you do?
Just hit
turn my camera off.
Yeah, just tap on it.
Where it say turn
just hit it and go off.
Look, Juice gone. Now you back.
What I gotta do?
Turn your camera off.
Where at?
The little camcorder.
Oh, see, he on that new laptop. See, it might
The
be
cam
on
the screen. It's a little camcorder next to the mic.
In the StreamYard.
Next to.
See, now you going. Now the stream look a whole lot better, don't it?
No, it don't.
Look, he come back, but it don't show his face. It just show his logo.
His face ain't been on screen all this time.
Hey, shout out to Vanessa, because I don't know how to turn my camera on.
Thank you, Vanessa.
I don't know how to turn my camera on.
Oh, Dollface, I didn't know you was calling on me to tell on my little baby doll so raw. Follow me on YouTube. Subscribe.
Yes,
I gotta get on my time this, y'all. For real. Follow me on YouTube.
She's sleepy. She tired.
I'm chill. I'm laid back. But
Hey, Vanessa, you sent $9.99. Who got $9.99?
Why you always bothering my people?
You know that was Henny.
Hey, that was you, Henny?
Yes, she's Henny Gang.
I'm gonna text you after this. Get my little $2.
You know,
$2. Y'all tapped into YouTube streets. We on hour number 4. Man, so, baby, y'all take us out.
Thank y'all for tuning in to the YouTube streets. Every time we come in raw. We don't give a fuck how nobody feel. Watch us next time. When is next time when we pop back on here? Just watch us, y'all. Go to our page and subscribe. See y'all later. Peace out.
Yeah.
Later.
And we out.